Hey Ken, you're not recording yet, are you?
Maybe.
Then I'll keep profanity to a minimum.
It's not for kids. Go nuts.
That's a bit of fucking alright, eh?
Oh God.
Tuxedo Ken.
That's Tuxedo Ken.
So we return to the adventuring party, having left the town of Blassendale to explore into the forest to try to put an end to the orc menace. In addition to that, you have been quested with trying to find the information about some ancient dwarven weapons. That a broken piece of one was found nearby. Having followed the landmarks and tips been given to you, you arrived at the stony peak known as Stone Tooth. Your attempt at trying to sneak up the mountainside failed, and you slaughtered 2 orcs on the outside, but not before they alerted their compatriots inside to the impending danger. Having climbed up the mountainside here and the mountain path, closing off the arrow slits that the mage covered up with mold earth, you have rounded the top here. A good hideous laughter is fired off before the last hole was covered, and Karlben has moved forward, exploring further. Shallow steps, some broken in large gaps of stone, lead up through a steep fissure running north and south along the mountain before they turn east into the mountainside. Here, a broad entrance has been carved out of the stone. Marble steps cracked with age and veined with green moss lead up to a double doors of carved stone, 10 feet wide and almost 20 feet tall. Arrow slits high on the north and south walls command this area. That's what you can see, Kalbren. And we are out of combat currently.
Oh, okay.
And you are in the shadows, Kalbren.
So I spent a moment to look more closely at the area here. See if there's any looking, in particular, looking for anything, any traps.
Roll me a perception. I should open up D&D Beyond.
15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
You do not see anything that jumps out at you that would alert you to a trap or contraption or anything.
All right. And so there's a couple holes here. I'm guessing they can still be fired down from.
Yeah, those are the arrow slits.
Oh, those, yeah. North and south.
That command this area.
Gotcha.
If I peer around the corner, can I see the arrow slits? Or more specifically, any shadows within the arrow slits?
Roll me a stealth check, and then roll me a perception check.
Oh my. Well, stealth check 11.
Still very stealthy.
Perception 15.
So you do see some a shadow moving in the one to the south, quickly followed by an arrow screaming out of that arrow slit towards you. I need GM dice, damn it.
What's that dice? The roll 20s?
No,
Nice.
just the arrow misses and hits the stone before clattering to the floor. But you did see a shape over there, and it seems to have seen you.
All right.
I have to be in a character, basically, to be able to roll.
Oh.
All right. Well, seeing that, I'm going. I now know there's something there.
since I see the shape, I'm going to try to call out, "Hey, buddy! I suggest you come out here and check on your scouts." And I cast Suggestion, which is a Wisdom saving throw of 12.
wisdom saving throw. He has rolled a 5.
Oh.
Hmm.
On a failed save, it pursues the course of action you described to the best of its ability.
Okay.
Concentration
You
up to
see-
8 hours.
You see him, you see the shadow move away from the window. And
All
nothing
right,
further.
seeing that, I'm knocking an arrow, readying when he gets out.
Anybody else doing anything?
No, not at all.
I feel like the doors are going to open. It's going to be 20 like orcs there.
Should we protect ourselves from these arrow slits and cover them up? Yes? No?
I don't know. Hold off. See if what I did worked.
Anyway.
Making some rolls over here. I need to see that spell. Is there no save?
It was just a wisdom saving throw upon cast.
If you're looking on character sheets on D&D Beyond for NPCs, I don't think there is. You have I got when I was doing it the other day. I just have to roll.
Like
Oh,
this particular spell.
yeah, there's a save. It's wisdom. It's
Yeah,
No,
but he rolled
after he failed that. Like no other conditions pull him out of this.
If you or any of your companions damage the target, the spell ends. If he completes the activity, the spell ends.
If you or your
Or if I
companion-
lose concentration, the spell ends.
Well, you hear arguing happening from behind the stone door currently. Orcs yelling at each other.
I'll go ahead and nod to Vesmir to try to close up the arrow slits. Now's a good time.
Very well. And he casts Mold Earth and he does what he can to seal off the other arrow holes. And he's going to hold another Mold Earth if the doors manage to swing open to jam them open.
You hear a scuffle of some type. You know, it's muted behind the thick double stone doors. But it sounds like some type of scuffle. You hear a lot of orcish grunts. But the doors do not open.
being where I am. Can I discern how many different orcish grunts I heard, possibly, or it was maybe too muffled?
Sure, roll me a perception. Why not?
20.
You hear at least 3.
And I'll hold my hand up to the guys behind me with 3 fingers sticking out, pointing at the door.
While this is happening, was Seraphic able to start sealing off those arrow slits?
He's been able to, he's able to see one from where he's at right now, and he can seal that one off.
There's another one around the corner. Feeling a little safer, he's going to keep close to the wall, just move in a little bit, and survey the area. What does he see?
Surveying the area. Okay, so roll me a stealth check. I mean, you basically see the hallway here.
Roll the 6 for stealth.
Okay. So as you move up to see things, are you moving forward at all, or because from here you can only see the arrow slit to the south.
I only see the arrow seed. I'm just keeping against the wall, and I'm just going to creep forward ever so slowly until I can get a better look at the wall facing the north wall.
Okay. So as you peek around it, an arrow comes tumbling your way, or screaming your way. And that is an 18.
That hits.
Um, 8 plus 1.
Seal off the south
That's
first.
2 points of damage as you duck back in. And it just shaves against you. Two piercing points.
He does the same to mold earth and fill up the arrow slit that he was attacked from.
Okay, you're able to cram it full of debris and rocks and currently covered.
Is there any other? Can we notice any? Can I investigate to see if there's any other sort of cracks or holes in the wall anywhere?
You can roll a perception.
Can I investigate?
Investigates with your hands.
Fair enough. Perception.
That's a good distinction. I've always kind of wondered. like, what's a
Natural
good line?
20.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. So 23.
You do not see any other arrow slits in either the north or the south wall. And
I was looking specifically for any holes or crevices, any gaps in the stonework that are not necessarily defensive. I'm looking for a way to get my familiar in, who's a rat.
there's a few small, like, little holes possibly in the arrow slits. I mean, your mold earth kind of covered it, but it's not like a smooth covering. It's like debris and stone that you just kind of jammed in the crevice.
Yep.
You might be able to get him in there, but it would be incredibly tight.
Understood.
And it is about 15 feet off the ground, so. Other than that, this looks to be an extremely well-built fortification and door.
What does it appear to be made out of?
Stone.
The door is made out of stone?
The door is made of stone.
It's part of the earth, right?
It is. Mold earth does not. Mold earth only works on loose dirt.
Right. Yeah, because there's like a stonecraft or something. There's another high level spell that can do stone.
Yeah, that's stone shape.
Stone shape. That's what it is. Yep. Oh, I guess now that this is mostly safe, we come back, talk to the guys.
You hear like orcish yelling and stuff from up on the north window. You see dust kind of coming down as they're trying to bang and push the rocks that you shoved in there away.
Can I just, with whatever space I can see, can I just shoot in a ray of frost?
You may try.
See if it hits anything. Natural 1.
It does not. Hit the edge of the window there and just kind of carve a beam of frost across it, but it does not do anything but leave some frosting on the outside of the stone.
Gosh, Mike, we cannot sit here all day. I'm going to cast an archery bolt at the door.
All right.
The 10.
10 hits.
12 damage.
Just 1 second to pull up how much AC this door has and whatnot.
No.
Do you have enough tricks to blast through all that stone?
I don't know. Do you have enough arrows for the orcs inside?
I think I did, actually.
A tiny chip of stone comes off of it, but it hardly does any damage to this stone door.
Now, I do know that mold earth can turn stone into rough terrain. Is it enough to make the doors slightly off to...
No.
Okay. I just heal myself.
Can I use my familiar to climb up the rock face and see if I can get a small look into the crevices around the window on the... You said they were trying to push through the north wall?
It's two arrow slits.
Yep.
That you shove full of rock and dirt.
Yep.
They're on the inside trying to push that back out with sticks and whatnot. And they're
How
about 15 feet above the ground that you're on right now.
how far off the ground? Oh, 15 feet.
Is that both windows or just one?
Both.
Gotcha.
Oh, well, they seem distracted on the north one. Do you think you could move those rocks and boulders on the south, and we could try to climb in?
It is a arrow slit. Anything larger than a tiny creature would not be able to get.
Sorry. Yep. I was looking at the map. I see. You had to use like a big thing, so I get you. I get you. Any other ideas?
Well, just looking generally at the mountain, does it look like the mountain face just goes up to oblivion, like ridiculous way above us with no possible entrance otherwise?
The mountain where you're at now, it just basically curves into a large kind of gnarled knuckle. Like it just kind of comes out of the ground. It looks very much like a stone tooth that juts up into the air.
Well, I don't think that they would have a back door, so to speak, but I mean, we could always try explore the rest of the mountain. I'm fresh out of ideas on this one.
Vintage, they seem very angry in there. You should taunt them.
I'm just going to run
get
up.
them to come out and fight.
I'm just going to run up along the north, try to go under the arrow slits if I can, and get up to the door.
You can reach the door.
I try to open the door.
It is barred from the inside.
Damn it. Can I use a credit card to lift the bar?
You try.
I'll see if I can insert my my rapier in to try to lift the see if there's a way to lift it. What do you want me to try to roll?
Point of your rapier slips into it, but cannot penetrate far enough to reach the other side of the door.
Damn it.
Is there anything around the door that might look like it has a device that opens the door?
As you scan the area with your perceptive eyes, you do not. You do see tracks that lead in and out of this door.
Okay.
But it appears to be a fortified door that has been barred from the inside.
Being a small creature, I try to crawl up to see if I can peek into the arrow slit.
The one that they're north or south?
South is blocked, I thought, so I'm crawling up to north.
Both of them are blocked.
Oh, even the north ones. Oh, okay. Well, which is the ones that they're trying to push out?
The north one.
I'll try to crawl up to that one.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. Actually, I need to do this. So it's not. There we go. Acrobatics. I'm a goblin. I can do this. 16.
You scamper up to the bottom of the arrow slit. Dust is starting to come out. A few chunks. You can see some shadow, like just a tiny little pinhole that's been cleared away, and you can see a hulking shadow on the other side banging away at it with a stick.
If it's a pinhole, can I jab my rapier in there?
You can attempt to.
Let us in! And I try to jab my rapier in there.
Okay, roll me an attack.
Attack. Actions. Rapier. Strike. Ooh, 22.
You hear a grunt as your rapier makes contact with a fleshy subject on the other side. And as you pull it back out after stabbing forward, you notice that it's got a red liquid coating the end of your blade.
Oh, but I can see it, so I suggest you come let us in.
I'm going to yell.
Go
ahead.
You just hear him yell something in Orcish, and the pounding continues.
Well, then the stabbing continues. What were you going to say?
Just kind of want to shout through the door in the general area.
Yeah, you can. I'm just going to keep stabbing through the window at him.
You and your friends are dropping like flies. You might as well open the door and fight us face to face. We don't even have swords out here.
Okay. So you yell that. It yells back in broken comment. Fuck off, this is our mountain.
How many of you are there even left to be in that mountain?
Hundreds.
Hundreds, I see. Hundreds. Maybe hundreds of you can come out here and grab your dead friends.
Roll an attack roll, Vinny.
16 for this one.
It does not hit.
Ah.
While this is happening, I want to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. I've cast Mage Armor.
My goal is to keep stabbing until either he leaves or he dies, and then try to see if I can push my way in.
I mean, at this point, they're up to what you're doing and stabbing, and they don't want to get stabbed, so they're being a little bit more cautious. But they are continuing to pound. It looks like they might loosen enough stone here to potentially get an arrow shot out here momentarily.
I'm gonna come back down this mountainside and I'm gonna check the dead orc bodies that I'm assuming are like right here-ish, right?
They are.
Okay.
All right.
I want to rummage through their persons.
That one has a bow, a few arrows, a javelin with a finely crafted bone tip. Looks like it's made from a singular large bone. He also has a rusted, chipped up, tarnished great axe.
And wherever the other one is, I'd like to check that one too. It moved its way up the mountain, right? It's like right here.
Yeah.
All right.
He has a sack of moldy rations that would feed you for 2 days. And he appears to be carrying a bone dagger that's fairly well crafted for orc hands. Again, made purely from a large bone.
That is very interesting that you have there, Tyee. Would Vesmir, looking at the bones, be able to discern what type of creature they were crafted from? Potentially.
You may attempt to with a nature check.
16.
This one looks to be made from a large, like, cow femur.
Oh, good. I thought you were going to say a human child.
No.
How here is Talgar?
How here would you like him to be?
I'd like him to yell insults at Orcish at the door.
He is letting rip some
Right.
mighty.
So he
Orc.
speaks Orcish. Like, could we have been asking him?
Essentially,
Well,
I have given the party control, and you'll have his character sheet. So don't.
Okay, one sec.
While they're all doing this, I want to yell into the hole. Your ma would be embarrassed that you're hiding in here like a coward, and try to cast vicious mockery on him. Wisdom saving throw of 12.
Wisdom saving throw of 12, and he has rolls of 14.
Oh, so no psychic damage.
He spits out of the tiny hole you were sticking your rapier into.
Yeah. So I would definitely like Talgar to be yelling like battle challenges at the group of orcs into the door. Like, I want him to say things like, I'm even half orc and I'm less of a coward than you, etc., etc.
They laugh and... Actually, no. Give me an intimidation or persuasion.
Okay, I have a sheet, but it won't let me roll from his sheet. So yeah, so I am gonna roll a d20
Yeah,
on my
okay.
guy. Just add a 4 to it, because that's his modifier.
That's fine.
Okay, it's rolling. Woof! It's a 5, so it's a 9.
They laugh and
Poof.
say, "You're the weak one on the other side of the mountain, or on the other side of the door. You want it so bad? Come and get it."
Yes, we're trying. It's the door is closed.
Not our problem. Fuck off. This is our mountain.
Carl's gonna creep around the edge here and kind of look at the outcropping. Like, can I tell if that looks like it may lead her around to the side?
Oh. I mean, it does kind of flank the kind of stone piece that kind of goes up into the air.
I'm looking for alternate entrances at this point.
1 second. Just checking to see if there's a picture. You do see it kind of flank around the bottom of where the stone kind of juts up into the air. It's hard to tell where it leads, especially from this vantage point.
The arrow slit that the guy's trying to clear, can Talgar at least see a shadow, a figure trying to clear it?
Yeah, I mean, y'all know what they're trying to do.
No,
They're
but
almost,
can he see? That's the important thing. At least the movement inside.
You need to roll a perception check.
Okay. Roll a perception. It's going to be a +1. Ten.
Nope, he does not see.
Okay. Well, he'll keep an eye on it, and as soon as he sees one, he'll attempt compel duel on it to try to draw it outside.
Okay.
And Vinny will just keep stabbing.
Karl, roll perception as you're kind of scoping out that side of the mountain.
Ooh, 10.
You smell the faint tendrils of a fire burning somewhere, but you don't see where it's coming from.
Did you find anything, Karl?
Smells like a fire in the distance. Maybe something around here. How passable is this path? Is it like you have to make an acrobatics check to jump the distance, or is it just sort of an artifact? I'm curious how accurate what we're looking at is.
It's fairly accurate.
Okay, so it looks like you'd have to.
You wouldn't necessarily need to make a jump or anything. I just need to know what your intentions are at this point if you're not going to try to proceed through this entrance.
I'll look back at the guys. Do we want to? I smell a fire down there. Maybe somebody down there knows something. Don't know if we're getting in this way unless we want to stay here. Thoughts?
I just don't really care. We just walk away from this.
Well, on
Stab,
the way
stab,
back-
stab, stab.
Oh my god.
On the way back, we need to not forget about the hands, the bounty. Everybody, remember, it's all about the coin. We got to get the hands of those orcs for the bounty in the town.
Well, maybe they're willing to negotiate. I mean, they seem to be attacking the town possibly for food. Maybe we can come to an agreement of some sort.
If you want to talk to them, now's the time.
Vesmir goes over and gets Talgar to relay the message of you seem to be raiding the lands of the town nearby for food. Perhaps we can come to an agreement where carnage and bloodshed is no longer needed and you have everything you need to eat.
We have all we want to eat. And if we see something we like, we'll take it. Now get off our mountain.
Well, why don't you make us get off your mountain?
Go back to pounding away at the stone, which at this point, most of the stone has been cleared away.
Can I use Moldorth to...
Vinny, are you still there trying to poke into it?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, so with a final kind of push, you see the stone kind of crumble in front of you, and you see at least two shadowy figures, one of which raises a bow and looses an arrow at you. You'll have partial cover. And he rolls an 11.
Which, even without the cover, misses.
Yeah, so it goes wide. He begins to ready a second shot.
And he's out of range of my rapier, I take it.
Yeah, they're standing back.
All right, I'll still stay there, obviously at risk to myself, but I'll try once more. I suggest you come out here and get your scouts.
One of the shadowy figures begins moving off away from the window.
And then I climb down because I'm pretty vulnerable at this point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of sneak around this corner and see if I can't see anything through that little window.
Okay. You basically see one of the shadowy figures looking at the one that just moved away, and he's like, "What? Where the fuck are you going?" And you can see at least one shadowy figure in the window.
I'd like to send I'm gonna produce a flame in my hand and send it through the window. See if I can't set something on fire.
Okay. Roll an attack.
And when he's done, my intention would be to help
19.
with this. So,
Hear an orc scream. Roll damage.
4.
and now that he's lit up, I'd like to take a shot at him.
Okay.
Because this is the one that didn't move. The one that got suggested is already in
It's
there.
a shadowy figure that is now slightly lit up. The embers are fading quickly. As you let loose, go ahead and roll your attack roll.
13.
13 is going to miss as it doesn't clear the window slit. The shadowy figure has retreated away from the window. You hear more arguing and orcish grunts on the other side of the stone door.
Can we ask Talgar if he can make out what they're saying?
Yeah, a bunch of, what the fuck are you doing? No, leave that alone. No, we can't let them in. The fuck are you doing? Whoa, why are you swinging your axe at me? Get him!
Can I climb into the arrow slit?
No, you cannot.
Damn it. I'm a small creature.
You're not tiny.
Damn it.
Look at Vesmir and say, that hole big enough for your rat?
Yes, and I will...
You hear a large thud. The door moves very slightly. You hear more of a scuffle on the other side. Something has changed.
I try to pull the door open even more, if I can, since I'm right here.
The door pushes.
We should probably move Talgar up there. I imagine he would, Paladin style.
I think it pushes.
What do you mean push it? We're not able to move it?
Yeah, it opens inward.
Oh, yeah. Well, then that's what we're trying to do is get it open.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
The door begins to move open. Okay, so maybe it comes out. But it's supposed to move inward.
It's okay.
Silly orcs installed the door backwards.
My immersion.
Get him!
We'd probably be sending Talgar in.
Well, he's there with me trying to get the door open, so any openings you guys have to go in or take an attack.
Stand by.
Operators are standing by.
So you, the doors pull up or push open, and you see two orcs there. One of them now scratching his head, very confused. The other one yelling, "What the fuck did you do?" The bar that was barring the door is now on the ground. And I need everybody to roll initiatives.
Yeah.
Who wants to roll for Talgar?
Probably not me. I'm rolling like garbage when it matters.
I'll roll it.
Well, he's initiative -2 anyway.
He gets a 5 for initiative.
Talgar gets a 5. Vesmir,
21.
21. Tyee,
13.
13. And Karl.
I'm 10 with a +6.
These things happen.
These things do happen.
16. And Vinny with his 8.
Okay. Vesmir, you see the doors fly. Oh, let me do my GM thing here.
By the way, is the WoW music triggering anybody else?
You can get rid of it if you want.
Oh, I know, I totally can, but it's just like every now and then I hear it and it's like, whoa, I remember that. I know exactly where that music's from.
Yeah, Critical Role does the same thing.
So, the great door opens into a large hall. A narrow ledge overlooks a deep, dark crevice that cuts the room in two. A dangerous-looking rope bridge, frayed and thin, spans the gap. Water gurgles and rushes somewhere far below. 2 copper braziers burn brightly either side of the door, illuminating the western half of this room. Another ledge is barely visible on the other side of the chasm. There are 2 orcs that are arguing, or were arguing right back and forth. Now that the door is swung open, they have lifted their weapons and have a murderous look in their eye.
Braziers.
And Vesmir, you're up first. Vinny, you're on deck.
Sure, no worries.
Vinny, I have an 8.
Oh, oops.
You have an 8.
Yeah, initiative.
I don't see them. Should they be visible to me from where I am?
Yeah, just
Stand by. Everybody remember what initiative you had, because I have to restart this then.
No problem.
Karl, you had a 10. Tyee, you had a what?
13.
13. Talgar had a 5. Vesmir, you had a what?
21.
21. And Vinny, you had an 8.
8.
Okay, now we're ready. Vesmir, you're up. Tyee, you're on deck.
Should I be able to see the characters on the screen? Because at the moment I don't see anybody.
Yes. See anybody now?
Yes.
Yep, I'll let them. I am going to cast Magnify Gravity at level 1. It is a Constitution saving throw of 14. It's going to be cast. Yeah.
Okay, so you're modifying gravity.
Yeah, magnify gravity. 10-foot radius sphere. Each creature in the sphere must, when I cast, has to do a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, they take 2d8 force damage, and their speed is halved.
One passed, one failed.
Okay, so the one that failed, we'll explain that in a second. 12 damage total. And
Does one that passed take half?
yes. Till the start of your next turn, any object that isn't being worn or carried in the sphere requires a successful strength check against the spell DC to pick up or move.
Okay.
And the one that failed, the speed is halved.
Okay.
And then I move out the way.
Tyee, you are up.
I am gonna cast Guiding Bolt at Orc Guard A. 17.
17 will hit.
11 damage.
For a 11 damage
Correct.
will be enough to overcome him as he collapses from his wounds onto the ground and is no longer moving. But his body's still glowing.
Alright. I'm gonna move a little bit to the right. You can now see Orc B. I send an archery bolt at him.
You also, as you move in closer to where are you at?
I'm in
you're way
front
back
of.
over. Okay,
yeah.
never mind.
I can send one at B.
Okay.
So 20 hit.
20 does hit. As this one goes down as well.
12 damage.
Yeah, he had 3 HP left.
Neat.
So, Vinny, you see some. Well, no, you're behind the wall over there. Never mind. Karl or Tyee, do you have anything else?
No, that'll end my turn.
Karl, you're up.
I presume we're still in combat.
Oh yeah.
Well, this sucks a little. Let's see. Okay. Dread Ambusher, I actually have up to 40 foot of movement, which would be 8 tiles worth. So my intent here is to... so 8 tiles goes to there. So my intent is to slowly walk up until I see it, just looking for any additional targets.
Moving up.
I'm almost to the end of my movement.
As you reach the end of your movement, or when you get to basically the entrance of the door, across the dark chasm, poorly lit on the other side, but you can make out the shapes of 2 additional orcs that have moved up and are taking cover behind some stone outcroppings.
So I assume that they're behind cover?
They have partial cover, yes.
All right, well, I mean, we're going to shoot at them anyway, so... Our typical Dread Ambusher 2 attacks. Oh, sorry. Against, I should call it. Against the closest one, D.
Okay, that one misses.
Yeah, figured. Oh my god. Okay then. Well, with that, we're going to hang our head in shame and spend the rest of our movement to go to the side, and then we're done.
Okay. All right, Vinny, you're up. No, I'm sorry. These guys get to do something. Is that where Talgar was?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, one of them's going to shoot at Talgar. The other one's going to shoot at Tyee. First one rolls a 22 for Talgar
Which hits.
That's a hit.
and a 15 for Tyee.
That'll miss.
All right, so Talgar is 8 plus 1. Does 6 points of piercing damage.
6 points.
And that is their turn. Vinny, you are up.
Seeing Talgar taking damage, and he took damage last episode too. He'll just do some heal and spit on him, and hide. Keep after he does that, he'll hide against the wall as best he can. That's going to be about 5 points of healing.
Okay.
Oh.
Can y'all add that to his character sheet?
I can't, but I've got a notepad. I'm taking care of it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's currently at 23 hit points.
Correct.
Yep.
Anything else, Vinny?
Bonus action hide, and that's it.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Stealth check.
Attempting to hide.
Ooh, 23.
You feel very hidden. Talgar is up. Vesmir, you're on deck.
Talgar moves up. Moves to the edge of the bridge and gives a furious orcish scream as he bolsters his shield forward and slams his longsword against it and just roars. And he will take the dodge action.
Okay.
That's Vesmir, you said?
Now it's Vesmir. Tyee, you're on deck.
Oops, sorry, wrong character. Vesmir, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can he, from where he is essentially standing, just look around the corner and shoot a ray of frost towards the orcs?
If you have movement to step out a full 5 squares and shoot, yeah.
Actually, I would have been able to move there, and that's 25 feet of movement.
So you can see the orcs from there.
How many tiles is it?
13.
That's 65 feet, isn't it? I actually don't have the range. I will just go behind cover and I will use my action to stealth. Natural 20 for a 22.
Okay.
Sure glad you guys are rolling well.
Hi,
Yeah, but
you're up.
you're-
Karl, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm using my movement. Move into the doorway. I'm going to send another guiding bolt at Orc Guard D.
Okay.
24. 17 damage.
For which one?
D.
named guy, but all right.
Oh,
These
The
are
one
my
in front.
closest.
yeah, the one in front. Sorry, I see Orc Guard D and Orc Guard E.
Yeah,
Huh.
I thought I put that there, but now it's changed to a name, so that's weird. Anyway, he melts under your radiant blast.
Neat. I'm gonna send an archery bolt at the other one.
Okay.
It's a 12 hit.
A 12 does not hit.
Womp womp.
Anything else on your turn?
No, that exhausts my stuff.
Karl, you're up.
Let's see. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna duck out on the other side of Tyee and see if we. Well, here, let's see. Can we get a good shot? All right. We're gonna do this right. So doink. It's 1.3 tiles, and another tile. 5, 10, 15, 20. Sorry, I'm trying to do this right because I don't feel like I would still get a good shot through Talgar. I have to move like here to get a shot. We're gonna come up here and take a shot. We're gonna hope our dice behave this time. And they don't. 15.
15 does not hit. Anything else?
Yeah. I'm gonna count how much. I think I've got enough movement to get, at the very least, to get behind Tyee. I think, yeah, I think that's where my movement will end, and then I'm done. Cursing to myself that I'm not able to hit anything today.
Okay. So, you see the doors on the far end of the cave here open. You hear the one that you just shot at start barking in orc to the orc that has kind of opened the door from the other side. He then moves forward and with his great axe begins chomping at the bridge. Very poorly. In the process of doing that, the door opens, or the piece of the wall to Talgar's north slides open, and an orc emerges and rushes him.
Neat.
And swings on him with his great axe.
At disadvantage.
He has disadvantage? Why?
Because he took the dodge action.
Oh, that's right. Well, he rolled 2 3s, so
Wow.
he did not hit. Vinny, you are up. Talgar is on deck.
All right. I get my crossbow ready and I'll run on in. And I will take a shot at Orc D.
Okay.
And that's an 11 to hit.
That is not going to hit.
Oh boy. So I stand there just surveying my surroundings, seeing what's going on. I see there's a big orc there, and that ends my turn.
Okay. Talgar.
Oh man, if only that orc didn't engage him. Seeing that the situation where he's going to have to cross the bridge, Talgar runs, giving the orc next to him an attack of opportunity. As he runs, he's 30 foot to shove Orc Guard E out the way.
Okay. So it'll be an athletics check from Talgar.
18 plus
3.
3 is 21.
I rolled another fucking 3. It's three threes in a row.
Yay!
So
How's it
you
feel?
shove, which I believe is what you can knock him back 15 feet.
5. If you win the contest, you either knock the target prone or push it 5 feet away from you. I will knock it 5 feet away.
Shame you didn't knock it over the edge.
I can
Wow.
shove it that
It's a
way.
charge, so I don't think I'd be able to redirect my momentum at a 90-degree angle. But
Okay.
also, did you get an attack of opportunity from the other orc? Orc C?
Oh no, I did not.
Trying to play this fairly.
24,
That's a hit.
and it does 10 points of slashing damage.
Ooh.
Well, he's still up.
Yeah, still up. That concludes Talgar's turn.
Vesmir, you're up. Tyee, you're on deck.
Sorry, Vesmir, you're up. Sorry, my bad. Vesmir. Sorry, getting used to changing characters. 5, 10, 15. Do I have full line of sight on Orc Guard C?
You do.
Okay, I will use Ray of Frost and 9 to hit.
Yeah, that's going to miss.
That concludes Vesmir's. He'll move the last 15 in.
All right, Tyee, you're up. Karl, you're on deck.
Orc Guard C there by Vinny. I'm gonna get him with a Thorn Whip.
Oh, dear God. All right.
Ah, it's a 14.
14 hits.
Oh, I'd like to pull him in the brazier. Can I do that?
It's a direct line back to you.
Okay, it goes through the brazier, kind of, right?
All right. So he smashes into the brazier. It's what, 10 feet he gets moved?
It's 10 feet, yeah.
Yeah, so let's say he moves. You hit him into the brazier and drag him this way, knocking embers and sparks all over the ground. Roll a 1d4.
Four.
Alright.
I've also got to roll damage for the Thorn Whip,
Okay.
which is
roll
also
damage.
4.
Alright, he's looking pretty bloody.
Cool. I'm gonna follow it up with the Story Bolt.
Just seems so wrong. But alright.
It's a 10. That's not gonna do shit.
Nope.
I'm gonna feel real full of myself and then not and dip behind this door here, and then I'll end my turn.
Alright. And Karl, you're up.
Yeah, we'll be thankful of the clear line of sight to our close orc buddy. Ready our bow. Kiss the bow and ask it, come on, don't fail me again. And shoot an arrow. I'm not even kidding. Nat 20.
That's a crit.
Okay.
As he's silhouetted in embers and sparks from being dragged through the brazier. He's off balance, and you just line it up and perfectly loose an
How do
arrow
you-
into him.
He only takes 10 damage.
He only had 7 HP, so how do you want to do it?
Nice. As he staggers from the thorn whip pulling him, aiming for his thigh, shoot the arrow for the thigh, and actually missed my mark, and it goes through his chest and out the back.
All right. He collapses. His beating heart. There's a few more beats on the end of your arrow.
Yep, they'll move up beside Vinny, and that'll be my turn.
All right. Turn. He is going to turn and swing his great axe into Talgar. And he rolls a 22.
I'll use cutting words on him. It's like, you coward! Don't you even dare do that. And what's that? 1d6.
Okay.
So that's a 6 off of his attack roll.
A 6 off his attack roll?
Yep, that's what cutting words does.
Wow.
That misses.
That misses then.
Of course, that's my last bardic inspiration, but it was worth it.
Yeah. So the orc is unsettled by this insult and misses in the moment of concentration trying to hit Talgar. Vinny, it is your turn. Talgar's up next.
Let me show you the point, and then I get to the edge of the bridge and shoot a crossbow bolt at Orc Guard E. That's a 15. To hit.
15 hits.
See, now that's how you do it. It's only 5 damage of piercing.
It matters. All right. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Talgar, you're up.
Okay, Talgar swings his longsword. And that is... nat 1.
All right. So he swings and misses.
Talgar moves around him just to the side. And that ends his turn.
All right. Vesmir, you're up. Tyee, you're on deck.
Vesmir will shoot another ray of frost. And it's another nat 1.
And that's going to miss as well.
That concludes my turn.
It's a very
Tyee, you're
lucky
up. Karl,
orc.
you're on deck.
I am going to do some measurements real quick. Sorry.
No problems.
And
I'm gonna
just-
move up. Oh, shut up, Kalbren. It's my turn. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say no. It's your turn. Go ahead. I can say it.
All right. I'm getting. Shit. I'm going to. I'm gonna hit this Orc Guard E with a produce flame.
Okay.
That's a nat 1.
And now the bridge is
I'm just
on
gonna
fire.
kind of. Fuck. I'm just gonna kind of side, despondent, send an archery bolt in, see if we can do something with that.
Okay.
Does a 25 hit?
25 does hit.
So, God, 6 damage.
6 damage. He is not looking very healthy, but he's still up. Anything else?
Sorry, that ends my turn.
Karl, you are up.
All right. Not ready to rely on these newfangled things. You'll hear my because I'm gonna roll this for realsies because D&D Beyond is being weird. It's boom or bust, but we're gonna draw the arrow back and shoot. There, but yeah, or actually, I'll move up here just so it's all more. Well, we're a little all over the place, but that's probably good enough. Squeeze in between the goblin and Vesmir and shoot at the orc. So we got a +7. We rolled a 17, 24. And I'll for the other math, I'll just do the thing. 11 damage.
11 points of damage is enough to end the orc's pathetic life.
Hooray!
He grunts in heavy orcish, and he drops.
Good work, gentlemen. I'm afraid we're not out of it yet. We have much clear off flanks.
All right, so hold on, we're not out of
Indeed.
combat.
So we are or we are not?
We are not.
Oh. Okay. Well, so I use my turn to shoot. I'm going. Then in that case, I'll move up a little more. We'll move up behind Talgar.
I was going to suggest that we go through this little hidey hole to the left here. In case you want to mulligan.
So, Tyee, you would see that leading up
Oh,
to
I see
that
right here.
door is scrapes in the floor where the door kind of pivots into that little hidey hole to the north. You see similar scrapes to the south, leading into a blank wall.
Interesting. Gentlemen, to the south here, and I'm going to point to the corner. You should see that there is appears to be another door there as well. So keep on your guard. I imagine these lead to the archery porch.
Vinny, it would be your initiative, followed by Talgar's.
Well, I'm actually going to go back and try to close and bar the door. This is our mountain now.
The doors themselves, although massively heavy, are weighted incredibly well and balanced exceptionally and swing with ease even with your small hands guiding.
Yeah.
The large piece of wood that was barring it is quite large and heavy. I'll need a strength check for you to put it into place.
Yeah. Strength check. Ooh, 15.
You lift this heavy log that's twice the size of you and slip it into its metal banded holder. The door has been secured from the inside.
Yeah. I flex my arms. That's it.
Talgar would be up now.
That was a shocking mention. It was. I don't know what to say.
Drink to this one.
Talgar's going to use Lay of Hands just to heal himself
Okay.
a little bit. He's going to use 7 points of healing.
What's he at right now?
He is currently at 20. And he will come up to the door. Just hold. That's him for now. And it's Vesmir's turn now.
It would be, yes.
Okay. Gentlemen, be very careful. And he goes up. Is he able to push open the door in front of him?
The door in front of... Well, hold on. Give me 1 second.
Well, the assumed door.
It was open when the orc came out.
Lee.
Yeah, Lee.
Jeez, Lee.
God.
Gosh.
Slowly.
She's asking if I want pudding or jello.
Which one? Just choose.
Pudding?
Pudding.
You said both,
Yeah, hold
right?
on. What flavor gel are we talking?
Black cherry, and then there's banana pudding.
Banana pudding.
There's not even a choice there.
Just mix them
Banana
together.
pudding.
Mix them.
You're a bastard. Don't
What
do
can you look for?
I did eat people in the other campaign.
You have no sense of taste at this point.
Yeah, your suggestions are basically worthless when it comes to food.
Correct.
Okay, so where are you at, and what are you trying to do? Oh, okay, you're trying to push that door open. Oh, Talgar is.
No, Vesmir is up against the stone wall where you said the scratches were forward.
Yeah.
Secret door.
Yeah, so as you push on the door, it slides back out of place.
Would that count as an action?
It would.
Do I see anything beyond it?
Would you give me a moment? Yes.
Ah!
All right, so you see a hallway that leads off. Let's see here. Yeah, so you see a secret passage here that kind of leads off to the south and then curves around to head west.
I venture in and peek around the corner. Do I see anybody?
You do not.
I will hold a ray of frost in case anybody comes down the corridor.
Okay.
That's my turn.
That would make it Tye's turn. Karl, you're on deck.
I'm gonna move into the opposite corridor, and I'm gonna kind of pie this corner here.
Okay.
And the map appears to end for me as well.
Yeah, it's almost
Okay.
like somebody's controlling vision over here.
Right? No. I'm just letting you know, you butthead.
All right, so that is what you see. Very similar path, secret carved in. It is filled with
Do.
Ah.
There's probably a little bit of that too. The dwarves look to have carved out chambers on either side of the entryway here, so they could rain down arrows on attackers that approach from the front door of their stronghold. Inside the area, it's littered with well-gnawed bones, cobwebs, rat droppings, and poorly cured hide blankets are scattered carelessly all over the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, there appears to be some corridors down this way. It seems to turn off in at least two directions. One looks to the archery port, and the other is... I can't tell where it goes, but we might want to investigate this.
Yes, I agree. I believe we should take care one at a time to make sure that we do not get flanked.
Okay, anything else on your turn?
I'll hold here. You guys go check out that other corridor real quick. I'll hold here.
Okay, Karl, you're up.
Okay. Hearing the conversation, we're gonna take. Let's see. Oh, I got 6 tiles, so. We're gonna move 6 tiles. Take our action to stealth.
Okay.
Let me. Where did my window go? We'll go back to D&D Beyond, and that's why we don't do that. So it's a 7. We feel very stealthy, and that's all we can do.
Okay. Things are happening. Talgar would hear heavy footsteps approaching from somewhere on the other side of the door. Numerous heavy footsteps. And Vinny, you are up.
Well, I didn't hear the footsteps, did I?
I mean, Talgar did, so I don't know. Vinny would not have heard the footsteps.
Okay, well, I'll go with what I was going to do then. I'll go to this little central point here, and in broken Orcish, I'll kind of yell out, or not broken Orcish, broken Common. I'm trying to emulate the Orc. I'm like, "Attacker's dead. We can relax now."
Give me a deception roll.
Deception. Oh, come on! It was almost a 19. It's natural 1.
No response to your pleas.
Dagnabbit, and then I'll just kind of hang here and keep an eye on everyone.
Okay, Talgar would be up. Vesmir, you're on deck. So we're about to enter round 7.
Can he bar the door from this side?
It appears to not bar from this side.
Well,
I was going to say that door was open when we came through, or was it always closed?
It was closed. It opened in the middle of the fight. One of the orcs yelled something at what appeared to be another orc, and then the door shut again.
Would we have seen that it swung away from this catwalk or towards the catwalk?
Swings backwards,
Away from the catwalk.
away from the catwalk.
Right. So it doesn't have much chance of holding people behind it. Talgar yells out and says, "We have company," and he takes the dodge action behind the door.
Okay. Vesmir, you're up. Tyee, you're on deck.
Karl, this may be better for you to check out. I will be giving assistance to Talgar. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He'll move to about there. And he will hold a ray of frost again.
With the trigger being...
As soon as, if those doors open and he
Gotcha.
sees an orc, he will let loose.
Okay, Tyee, you're up. Karl, you're on deck.
Vincent, what the hell is going on out there?
get ready for more orcs.
Gosh, goodness gracious. I'm gonna move my ass out of the hallway. And I am also going to hold my action.
What action
I
are you
am
holding?
going to hold a guiding bolt for an enemy that comes through that door, potentially.
Okay, Karl, you're up.
Hmm. We are going to move. Well, we're going to move 30 feet down this hall really quick to check this side.
Is your Starry Archer thing a bonus action?
Yeah, I can't use it if I held my action.
No, but it is a bonus action, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm tracking now. And it's not a spell. Fuck.
Yeah, it does seem like it's a little out of whack, but it's exactly how
No,
it
it
reads.
makes sense because he'd be able to cast a spell and then turn into a wolf form with his wild shape.
Well, there are other options as well. The dragon.
That's true.
I know. I'm
Basic,
just saying, like that. It's just basically replacing the druid. Like it's an action, and then they shifted
wild
it to
shape,
a.
yeah.
It originally, evidently, from what I'm reading here, it used to actually be a full action.
Really?
Now it is a bonus action.
Ooh.
And people were like, "Yeah, man, guiding bolt plus that."
Right.
Yeah. So.
Right. Oh, you know what? If my guiding bolts hit, then that thing is sent with advantage.
It would, yes.
I keep on forgetting that. Son of a bitch.
I remembered it, but you killed it with the guiding bolt on the one I was going to shoot.
I mean, they are orcs. Like.
True.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
All right. So, Karl, you're
Yeah,
up.
yeah. I moved 30 feet down the hallway, and I'm still kind of debating what I want to do. You know what? We're going to take the dash. We're going to move another 30 feet just to see what's down here. And then that's 4. I got 2 more tiles to move. Looking around, is there anything?
A poorly cured animal hide sleeping bag, a bucket with some filthy looking water, and some half-eaten rations on the floor. You see 2 ladders that climb up to a little perch that's in front of an arrow slit that looks down into the courtyard if it wasn't full of rocks and dirt.
All right, but no more orcs. That's my goal here. Is looking.
No
checking
more
across.
orcs.
All right, so finish my dash back, and then I'm out of movement and done with my turn.
Okay. So we've been in this. Things have been happening this entire time. I would like to know from the party whether you feel you would like to roll initiative again or continue with this initiative order that we have currently.
I say continue.
Yeah,
Would it-
continuing fine.
Would it wouldn't re-trigger Dread Ambusher, would it? I don't imagine it would.
Well, I'm just asking because everybody's basically like holed up waiting.
Yeah. I would assume from a tactical standpoint, we'd rather be in the same place before we decided to proceed through any other doors.
Oh, you're talking about
So
initiative order of turns. So
Yeah.
do we want to keep it or change? I don't think it matters. We'll keep. I vote to keep it.
No worries.
It's,
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm asking is if we re-roll initiative, that would imply that Dread Ambusher triggers on my next round. But if not, then that's fine.
Yeah, I mean that would basically like so. I'm willing to let y'all keep it. At this point, it would be probably pertinent to re-roll it when what I'm about to do is about to happen.
Then let's re-roll. Let's take advantage of that.
And
Sure.
would I have time to rejoin the group at that before that happens?
1, 2,
Fine.
4,
Yeah.
5. You can move 6 spaces forward.
Awesome.
And then we will re-roll initiative. So let me refresh this. All right, let's roll initiatives. Vesmir,
21.
21.
Okay, fine.
And 13 for Talgar.
13 for Talgar. Vinny,
6.
6. Tyee,
And 11.
11. And Karl,
19.
19.
And I want to roll Talgar. We can roll Talgar, or
You
I
did
guess
okay.
you did. Okay. Yeah, you got Talgar this whole thing.
Yep.
You're doing a good job.
Thanks, man.
So emerging from the dark cave ahead. Oh wait, no, sorry. I gotta open the door first.
You don't have to.
Well, I mean, it also means that I need to. Another band of orcs comes charging out the door as it swings open. Those holding actions can commence.
Okay. I guess I'll lead off, I suppose, with my guiding bolt.
First person back after we do our whole held actions will be Vesmir.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Sorry.
I'll send a guiding bolt at Orc Warrior A, the one right in the doorway.
Okay.
That's a nat 20, baby.
Shitting me, Jesus. All right.
All right. How do I roll damage with advantage? Oh, it highlighted it for me, I think.
Yeah, it'll change it. Actually, yeah, totally. I did it for me.
Oh, that's super convenient. Okay,
Isn't
great.
it?
Yeah. That's a lot of dice. That's 32 damage.
Oh my god! As you turn, the first orc is disintegrated into chunks from your radiant blast that just peppers the orcs behind him. He's gone. He just like vaporized.
Jesus.
That's like 2 1s.
Say again?
Jeez, that you rolled 2 1s.
It's 8d6. Like
It is 8d6,
Yeah.
exactly.
could
Yeah.
have been so worse.
Gosh. All right, who's next?
Vesmir would have let off a ray of frost.
So it would have shot straight through the one you would have been aiming for, but Tyee's bolt got there a half second first and blew it apart. So your rage continues traveling directly into the one behind him.
For 19 to hit,
19 hits.
for 1 point of damage.
Well, I have to actually erase
Vesmir is the new graphics card with him and his ray tracing.
Damn. Okay, so how much damage?
1 point.
1 point of damage.
Yeah, 1d8 roll the wire.
Oof. All right. So he doesn't even really notice it amongst the spackle of his former compatriot here. All right. Anybody else was holding an action?
No.
I was not. Yeah, I wasn't in visual range.
Sorry, Talgar was holding his action to dodge.
Oh,
Because
okay.
he wasn't sure how many were going to rush through the room.
He is now dodging real hard.
He's shielding up.
Yes. Shields up. In that case, initiative order will begin with one less orc. Vesmir, you're up. Karl, you're on deck.
Vesmir will fire another ray of frost to the same orc, and that is an 8 to hit.
That will not hit.
That concludes his turn.
Karl, you're up.
Okay, we are. Oh, where'd my dude go? There's my dude. We're gonna move over here to the side, back over the shoulder of Vesmir. Pull back the bow and let fly. Oh wow, there's a few of them down there. I guess the best one I can see is we're gonna take 2 shots at Orc C.
Okay.
All right, 16 on the first,
16 hits.
19 on the second. They both hit, so then that's going to be a 2d. Oh, and bonus act. Nope, we're not going to bonus action. So that's just a 2d8 plus 3. (2d8) 13 damage.
13 damage against Orc C. He is not looking healthy at all.
And then we are going to smirk at Vinny and then take the rest of our movement to hide behind Vesemir. Or not mechanically hide, but just move ourselves behind Vesemir.
Sure, buddy,
And
sure.
then that's it.
Okay. Orc A no longer has a turn. Orc B will rush the door,
Oh no, what happened to Orgate?
and he will swing his great axe on Talgar
At disadvantage.
at disadvantage. I rolled a 17 and a natural 20. So the 17 is a 22.
That hits.
It does 7 points of slashing damage as his great axe tears into Talgar. Orc C. Orc C is going to. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. He's going to shoot at Vesmir with his longbow. 17 plus 3, so that's a dirty 20. Does 9 points of piercing damage as an arrow hits you.
Vesmir, sorry.
Yes, Vesmir.
9 points, cool.
9 points, and then he's going to move off to the side here. Orc D is going to. Grab the wrong. Okay. He's going to move up here. Can't really reach, but he's going to try to force his way through. Same thing for this one. They're just kind of charging in now, enraged and angered. Talgar, you're up. Tyee, you're on deck.
Okay, Talgar will use his bonus action to cast Shield of Faith. So his AC is currently 21. And he will swing his axe on Orc Warrior B. which +5 to hit. Or 9 to hit.
9 does not hit.
That ends his turn.
Tyee, you're up. Vinny, you're on deck.
All right, I'm gonna move up the ridge. I see this orc warrior B here messing with Talgar, and I'm gonna send a. Gosh, I hate clicking on the wrong damn shit. I'm gonna send a. I'm gonna produce flame at him. Haha, it's a natural 20.
That hits.
That'll be 11 damage to him.
To Orc C.
The one in the doorway.
B.
So
Oh.
B.
That would be B. 11 damage to him.
Yeah.
He is not looking so good. He's all scorched and got tendrils of smoke that just smell awful pouring off of him. But
I'm
he's
gonna-
still on his feet.
All right. And I'm gonna follow him up with the archer form.
Okay.
That's a natural one, so perfectly balanced.
Okay. So, anything else?
That'll be the end of the turn.
All right, Vinny, you're up. Vesmir, you're on deck.
I'm gonna charge her up with my crossbolt, and I'll be like, "It's my mountain. I don't know you," and I'll shoot at Orc Warrior B.
Okay.
It's a great show.
Woo! 21 to hit.
That is definitely going to hit.
Woo! 9 points of damage.
As it pierces a vital place on him and he collapses to the ground.
Yeah. And that's it.
Okay. Vesmir, you're up. Karl, you're on deck.
Mhm.
Vesmir will shoot a ray of frost at E for 15 to hit.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Oh, 15 hits, yes.
And that is 2 damage. 100% improvement.
All right. Anything else?
That's it for Vesmir.
All right, Karl, you're up.
Alright. I move up just over, aim just over the shoulder of our little goblin friend, and shoot at Orc E. And you know what? This time we're going to finally say, you know what? Fine. We're going to bonus action our Hunter's Mark on him. So I'm going to check box Hunter's Mark. And here's the shot. Fuck. Really?
That is going
There
to
you
miss.
go.
Anything
Swear to
else?
God, D&D Beyond, gonna kill you. And then we're ducking behind everybody because, you know, we know how to keep ourselves alive, and then that's it.
I think I'm missing it. Oh, Orc B's dead.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I didn't mark it off. That's fine. All right. So. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Attack of opportunity?
Do what? Yeah. Yeah. And then that one will move to there, and this one will shoot at Talgar. Okay, so one of them rushes past Talgar. Talgar will get an attack of opportunity if he so chooses.
13 to hit.
13 is meets beats.
Sorry.
Yes.
It hits.
Oh, so that is 1d8 plus 7.
1d8 plus 7.
That's 12 points of damage.
Oh, he have a plus 7 to his damage.
Because he took Duelist, which gives him a +2 to damage rolls.
Holy
It all-
shit with his longsword. Yeah, yeah, okay, I'm tracking.
Cool.
Wow, I did not know that. That's kind of amazing once he hits.
When he hits. Okay, so how much damage total was that?
12.
12 points of damage. And which one is the one that's in front of Vinny?
D is in front of Vinny.
D is in David?
Yes.
Okay. 12 points of damage. That one's not looking so hot, but it won't prevent him from swinging his great axe into Vinny for a 24.
That hits.
It does 4 points of slashing damage.
Only 4, you pansy.
I'm rolling horrible on damage dice tonight. Orc C is going to take his shot at Talgar with his longbow and miss. And then E there is going to swing and miss as well with his great axe. Talgar is up. Tyee, you're on deck.
Talgar gets ready for some retribution and swings his sword at Warrior E. Natural 20. So that's
Dice
2d8
double.
plus 7. That is 17 points of slashing damage.
As you just carve this orc up into pieces in front of its friend.
Oh, and that's his turn.
Okay. Tyee, you're up. Vinny, you're on deck.
Vincent, look out! I'm gonna hit this guy with a flame too.
Caleb's produce flame.
Alright. That's a nat 1 to lead off. If we remain perfectly balanced, we're gonna hit him with a starry form. That's a nat 1 too. God damn it, 2 nat 1s in a row.
Holy crap.
I'm gonna move out of the way. Ah!
Vinny, you're up. Vesmir, you're on deck.
Is that a?
Like D&D Beyond is just trolling us at this point.
I don't even understand.
I know these are just models, but is that an actual female orc or just an orc character?
It's just a variety model. It's. I mean, it is a female orc though.
Oh,
But the actual orc in front of you is just like the other orcs, just generic orc number, whatever.
yeah. Well, I was considering if she was female, trying to persuade her to go out with me, but might not be a good time. So I'll actually, I don't know how this is gonna work. I'll actually see if I can't trip her over the edge or get her to fall over the edge.
You could maneuver yourself and attempt to push her off the ledge if that's what you're wanting to do.
I'll try that.
There'll be a contested strength check.
And while I do it, I will actually say, "Hey, you want to go out with me?" And it's a 6 of a strength.
She rolled a 19 and says, "Absolutely not. You're not nearly tall enough."
Oh, you're so
Anything
prejudiced.
Anything else on your turn?
If she's, and this is gonna sound dumb, if she's thick, I'm gonna try to hide.
She seems keenly aware of your attention.
Damn.
So, Vesmir, you're up. Karl, you're on deck.
Okay, Vesmir will shoot a ray of frost again at orc next to Vinny for a 15,
15 hits.
and that's another 2 points of frost damage.
She's a little frosty, a little dazed, but she is still on her feet.
And he will
looking
move
angry.
back 15 feet to there. That's his action.
All right, Karl, you're up.
Okay. So I believe my target of Hunter's Mark died. So as a bonus action, we're going to throw it on Vinny's love interest here. Pull the bow back. Pull the bow back and see if we can hit when they're nearly point blank range.
I mean, that's like 15 feet away. But that
Near. Okay. Yeah. 19 hits. So we got our 1d8, and then we got our hunter's mark for 9 damage.
hit. She staggers for a moment, tips over the edge, and disappears into the dark abyss below.
You should have said
Yep.
yes.
I was gonna do that too. Nice. All right, and then with that, we'll spend some
The Ray of
movement.
Frost is 1 HP away from killing that orc.
Oh, wow.
Actually, we're gonna move. I'm sorry, right there, and then I'm good.
All right. This one is going to charge at Talgar. And scream, "It's a good day to die!" as he bears down, swings his great axe. Rolls an 11, doesn't hit.
Why the tables have turned.
Talgar is up.
Helga will, having deflected that with his longsword, he will swing it around and swipe up right back at the other orc.
Okay.
And that is no good. As a 9 to hit.
All right.
And that ends his turn.
You only get a second swing?
No. Attacks per action is 1.
Okay.
Level 5 he should, or 6 or something.
Yeah, I think it's 5.
All right, so Tyee, you're up. Vinny, you're on deck.
Okay.
It's needed.
I'm moving moving halfway through the bridge here. Gonna send this guy another flaming bolt. Excuse me, it's produce flame. It's not flame bolt. It's produce flame. That's an it's 14.
14 hits.
Thought it was a 1. Son of a bitch. And that's 7 damage.
He begins screaming in Orcish as he falls to his knees, being burnt beyond recognition, and falls to the floor, no longer moving.
Oh. Oh, I
He
thought.
had-
Oh, okay.
He had 1 HP left.
Oh, the way you were describing it, I thought there was more in it, but all right. Great.
Nope. And he gave it his all.
He tried. He did his best.
So the cave, although not quiet, is returned to some semblance of calm after this prolonged battle, and quite the carnage scene around you. But we are out of initiative, out of combat.
Wow, those are a lot of orcs. We have quite a bit of hands to collect. Don't forget to get the right hand into these orcs, fellas.
Speaking of, can I peer over the edge and see my love interest down below?
She disappeared into darkness.
Is there a safe way to climb down?
I don't know, you could try.
I'll hold off for the moment.
It disappears quite a ways down.
There goes one hand.
And
Yeah.
Why don't we take a quick 5-minute break real quick, because
Sounds
I
great.
need it. And then we can figure out where we want to go and explore and go from there.
Sounds perfect, thanks.
Sure.
All right. Well, we've dispatched a good number of orcs here. Blood and goop and all kinds of stuff. There's a tipped over brazier full of holes all over the floor and stuff, but for the most part, everything else is pretty quiet. What would the party like to do?
Karl will start making rounds of the bodies, cutting off the right hand for the bounty.
Okay, so let me do a quick count of the orcs. 1, 2,
That didn't fall into the abyss.
4, 5, 6, 7.
And the scouts as well.
Yeah, hold on. 7.
Vesmir, being a little bit bloody, will prestidigitate his robes and just clean up any dirt and dust.
Find 11 right orc hands.
275 gold, my boys.
What are you doing with these hands?
Put them in my pants. Hey man, you didn't have to ask, but you did. All right, so there you go.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna. Well, Kalbren's got him. So Kalbren, what are you doing? I guess. Kalbren, you're muted, Kalbren.
I had to find the window. What am I doing with the hands?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Put them in my backpack because
Alright.
like that's what we were told were our bounty.
Keep them separate from your rations.
Yeah, orc
Yes.
blood.
Do not want to cross-contaminate. It's not too good for the digestive system.
At this point, what time of day is it?
Well, the battle didn't take too long. I mean, like an hour or two, so the sun's probably going down. It's probably mid-afternoon.
We got some cave to explore.
Early evening, whatever.
Well, we're kind of.
Vincent, come down here. Let me help me check out this corridor, Vincent.
That's what I was going to say. We're kind of a little weary, so I say we thoroughly check out this area and then kind of set up a camp here for the night.
I feel great, Vincent. Are you tired?
I'm
Oh,
exhausted.
Vincent,
Yeah.
I am an old man, youngster. You should not be tired from this effort.
Talgar looks pretty worse for wear. He could use a short rest.
Now Talgar, though, he got the bad news. Vincent, go this way. Help me out.
All right, now follow him.
I'm just gonna head down this corridor. See what's
Okay.
right here, I guess.
As you peer down the corridor here, you see it extends.
It just kind of keeps on giving, doesn't it?
It does. It extends down the face of the mountain. You can see the arrow slits that have been clogged with rocks and mud and so forth. You also see some hides, some just half-eaten rations. There's a pot cooking on a fire down at the end. Just kind of a mess.
What's this in front of right here? These chests.
Those contain a considerable amount of orc arrows.
Oh, that's it? Okay. Well, okay, cool. And moving on down. Make my way.
Yeah, you find several hides and bedding areas where the orcs were hanging out and sleeping.
Okay.
What's cooking?
And
Can I tell?
It looks to be a conglomeration of different meats in stagnant water and smells rather foul. It's a bunch of gnawed bones and other debris and refuse on the ground, rat droppings.
I'll
Good.
let's see. I'll use prestidigitation to snuff out the campfire to stop this nonsense.
Okay. The fire goes out, darkening the room a little bit.
And then I'll move on.
Could you maybe give me some assistance and we will investigate what we have around here, see if they have anything of value?
That's what we're
Because
doing.
we would like to formally investigate the belongings and around the if there are any bags in the ground or anything like that.
You do find a discarded hide armor that has kind of an aesthetic, like heavy furred shoulders, and much like the wolf head, this one looks to be made of a bear hide. You find a sack that has got considerably moldy rations in it, but they do look edible and would sustain you in dire needs, enough to feed you for 5 days. You find 3 paint pots, red, cobalt blue, and gray ash.
There doesn't seem to be much of any interest. I'm not sure if anybody cares for the high armor.
You could take those rations too. I can purify those.
Very well, they're yours, and he hands them over to Tyee.
What's with
How
the
many?
pink pots?
How many are there?
2?
There's 3 pots: a red, a blue,
Oh, sorry.
and a gray
Rations.
ale.
How many
rations?
rations?
5 rations.
And how many were there earlier? We checked the scouts. Okay, so we have 7 total. Okay. I would like to investigate this room here. Do I? Well, first, just starting my investigative process. Do I notice anything?
So you notice this room doesn't look to have been used very often. It looks there's some logs piled up that they were using to feed the fire. Other than that, there's just a smattering of kind of old refuse and whatnot in here. Although you do find a lantern. It looks a little dented and beat up, but functional. Unfortunately, there's no oil to go with it. You find an empty backpack, as well as a walking cane that has an iron end cap on it. But as you pick it up, it kind of drags across the stone, and sparks emit from it.
Okay, that's interesting.
And with your keen eyes, you notice that on the eastern wall, some of the stones look a little discolored than the rest of them. It's very subtle, but you do take note of it.
On the eastern wall.
Of that room, yes.
Okay. I would like to investigate those stones.
Okay. Roll me an investigation.
It's a 4.
Play with some of the stones, pull on them. Nothing seems to happen.
Kalbren, come here. There's something here on this wall. I have a feeling. I just can't make heads or tails of it.
Oh, what do you think it is?
It could be a trap. It could be a secret entrance or exit. It could be many things. I don't know, but what do you make of it?
It might be a trap. Pull on some of the rocks.
Yeah, I mean, I just got done fidgeting with it, and it didn't blow. I just rolled a 4 and it didn't blow up in my face. So go for it, man.
Karl is going to suspiciously look at you. I don't. Hey, Vesmir, why don't you take a look at this wall?
Before they even finish their conversation, Vesmir's already waving his hand in an attempt to mold the earth and see if he can loosen the debris around the rock and pull them away.
With you try to loosen and pull some of the rocks, smaller stones come out, some moss and lichen that was attached to it pulls away, and you can see a little bit more clearly that there does seem to be a seam in this wall. Like this, the far northeastern panel appears to be of a different construction than the rest of the room.
Could I take a close look at it then, now seeing a little more trusting of something going on here?
I'd like to
something to look at it.
You may try to investigate with advantage.
Ooh, investigation. I was hoping to percept, but we're going to do it with investigation.
We've done all the looking we're gonna do.
I already percepted it.
Yeah, when he walked in the room.
Are you sure you don't want to do it, Vesmir? I'll help you.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Okay, no, we'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. This is how it's going. We're doing it. We're doing it!
Okay, not good. Sure as a start.
Wow, 2 nut ones?
Are you serious? Oh, fucking god.
That was with advantage?
Oh.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, you're right.
No,
I haven't rolled with advantage yet.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, because he's helping you, so.
Okay.
What did you roll?
14.
Yeah, okay. So after monkeying with this for quite a while, the door or the wall piece pivots and swings away.
Oh, it's very good, Kalbren. Very nice job. Thank you for your help, boys. Very good. Kalbren, would you like to do the honors?
Sure. Hey, this hallway looks dark.
This door
gentlemen,
and this passage, you can tell, Tyee, with your eagle eyes, that the dust is undisturbed. This door does not look like it has been used in a incredibly long time.
It does not look like this area has been touched for an incredibly long time.
They had stuff piled up kind of in the area at the base of the thing. Like, it does not look like the orcs were aware of this.
Now, quick question. Based on what we've encountered so far and some of the books I've looked through, does this place look dwarvish in any way?
This construction looks all to be dwarvish. Abandoned a considerable time ago, but it all does look to be dwarvish construction.
And I share this with the party. You know that thing about the missing weapons? There might be some clues around here.
Ah, yes, very good memory, my green friend. Yes, very good, very keen. Good job.
Before we continue this expedition, it does seem quite intriguing. I would not mind getting a few minutes, especially Talgar here could use some short rest to recuperate a little.
Ah, but we're hot on the chase.
Yeah, but it's getting late, and I wouldn't mind getting a full rest before we go any further.
Well, it's still early in the day, but
Well, as you can see, these are very clearly undisturbed. There's no danger of orcs here. Kalbren, I say press ahead.
There may be traps. Short
Yes.
rest might not be a bad idea. A quick breather is always a good thing.
I tell you what, we'll rest here if somebody can identify this cane for me.
very well. While we take a time to settle in, I will look over this for you.
And while we're doing this, I shall also ritual cast purifying the food and drink that we have. I'm gonna purify them rations.
The mold falls away, revealing a hard but edible biscuit. Hard cheese, the mold cleanses away. Looks good to eat. The water skin becomes clear. The party taking a short rest.
Yes.
Okay. How long are y'all resting for?
Just the 1 hour.
Okay.
1d2 plus 2.
And use arcane recovery, Talgar. What hit die does half-orc paladin have?
Probably a d10.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a d.
1d10 plus 3, and he has
3.
3 hit dice.
Oh, I totally forgot about the constitution.
So a reminder that a long rest, unlike the Tuesday game, you don't get all of your hit dice back.
Yeah, only half.
You only get half of them back.
Rounded up or down?
Um,
Like if you have 3, let's say you have 3 and you used all 3, do you get 2 or 1?
I believe it's all rolled down. Let me double check.
I thought about that. I was wondering if we were doing a little rule bending on that.
Yeah, so it's...
It's
Half of the
total-
character's total number. Hold
Talgar's looking vibrant as ever.
Number of dice equal to half the character's total number of them, minimum of 1 die. For example, if he has 8 hit dice, he or she can regain 4. Does not say up or down. We always roll down for everything else, so I would assume it would be rolled down as well.
Well, you can actually mark off the number of hit dice that you use when you click the short rest button. So I think it automatically takes care of that half amount for the next one once the long rest is completed.
Yeah, if you actually hit the wrong left button, it should actually do it for us. And that may tell us. So nothing disturbs you during your short rest.
All right, guys, we ready to Talgar? Talgar's looking a lot better.
Talgar is looking tip-top.
Wonderful.
General
All
rules
right.
to round down, so you would round down. Okay.
Got it. Good deal. Alrighty. So, because we don't know what we're getting into, well, first off, so Karl's going to move up to this door and take a peek, like trying to see if it's locked and or trapped. I mean, locked, I guess, is easy. Checking for traps is the first step.
So, are you kind of feeling around for traps, or are you just looking to see if it's trapped?
Visual inspection to start with.
Visual inspection, roll me perception.
11.
It does not appear to be trapped.
Alright, well, we're going to try to open the door.
Okay. Door, well balanced, well constructed, and solid even though it was quite old, swings open effortlessly as you find yourself in a small corridor with another door on the other side.
So we're going to, just so you know, so Karl doesn't trust any of this at all. So very slowly and carefully walking through. So let me know if you want to want me to make perception checks. He's kind of assuming the worst, that like dwarven make, potentially trapped. Then we get to the next door, the same deal. Visual inspection for traps. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did we learn about that cane?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's a walking stick.
Oh, I thought it created sparks.
It did.
Got
Oh.
flint in the end, I guess.
The metal end cap, when struck against stone, created sparks.
Ah, okay, cool. Thanks, Dick.
It doesn't have any
Alright.
arcane runes or anything on it. It just that's what it does.
Even if it did sparky stuff, I'd still take it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm still taking it. Because I'm an old ass man.
So we only rolled a 7 perception on the next door. Again, visually looking for traps.
Yeah. You do not see
Nothing.
any traps.
All right. Again, we open the door.
So as you place your hand on the door, you hear snoring on the other side. It's very faint, but you hear snoring on the other side of the door.
Okay. So now we're going to go back to the rest of the team and convey this and ask, what do we want to do?
I say we go in. They're very clearly sleeping. We'll have to jump on them. Let's go.
Before we do, maybe we should get the numbers. Is just looking at the door, does it look like there's any particular way I could get my familiar around the door?
It is solid, well constructed.
The first one was unlocked. This one probably is too.
Well, we just should take it very carefully, yes?
All right. Could I open it as stealthily as possible and quietly?
Yeah, the door
So, yeah,
effortlessly
Oh,
moves
yeah.
forward, and you are greeted by
Come on, sleeping dragon! Sleeping dragon!
another wall.
I don't see the wall yet. I'm sure we'll see it in a minute.
Do you not see the wall?
There we go. Okay. All right. Well, I definitely
You
heard.
can hear the snoring more clearly, but louder now.
Probably another secret passage.
Do we notice anything on this side of the wall?
Yeah, I mean, it has the same kind of stone colorations. Like, it's basically another panel, sliding panel like the one you just came through.
Okay. It appears to be the same one, Karl. Just slide it open.
All right. Do I need to check to slide it open, or?
No. After
Alright.
ciphering the first door, you get a pretty good idea how this one's going to work.
Let's
So
open
are
her
you
up.
going to slide it open? Okay.
I also presume I'm in darkness because there's no torches in here.
I'm assuming that nobody has torches lit.
Wonderful.
I have it lit 'cause I like the effect. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
It's just easier to see your character with it. No, it's you. Oh, cool. The light spilling through into that room is pretty awesome.
Oh, that is neat.
Talespire.
I know, right?
So, this chamber, as the door slides open, making stone scraping noises on the ground, this chamber is filled with rough-hewn bunks, tables, and chairs, and the floor is strewn with filthy pelts. At first glance, it appears that a dozen or so humanoids might use this area as a sleeping quarters. As you enter... Yeah, as you enter the room, you see 4 orcs that are currently sleeping. I'll need to roll in just a second for these guys, but I need to adjust something. Orc warrior with a letter, so we know how this is about to go.
And wait, so Tyee, do you have any dark vision at all?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good.
Is there any light in this room at all in this
Yeah,
chamber?
just stand by.
Okay.
Reveal. Okay, so there is very little light in here, but there is some coming from a couple lit candles that the orcs had.
Oh, it's dim light.
Yeah, it's dim light. It's not well lit or anything.
All right, well, okay. So you did say I can see how many orcs are in the room. So I'll motion the number to the folks behind me. Try to stealth, and my intention here is to sneak into the room such that we can set up a more or less a coup d'etat to just like kill them while they're sleeping.
Holy shit, Ty! I just saw the pictures you sent me. Holy shit, that is fucking awesome.
Isn't that cool?
That is so fucking cool.
Yeah, man, I was stoked.
Like, you should post that in like the general chat or something. Like,
Oh, okay, I will.
people should see this. Like, holy crap, that is an awesome idea and concept.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it.
Bravo, family. All right, so let me roll my perceptions.
And do you want me to roll a stealth check? I'm suspecting the answer is yes.
No, I don't.
No. Okay. Jeez. I saw one of those being high.
Yeah. Okay. So the 2 closest to the door are both gonna and wake up, turn, see where the noise came from, and see this hole in the wall and intruders coming in. And we will roll initiatives and begin.
So I was also double checking. It's a long rest. Shit. I was hoping I got my invisibility back after a short, but it is a long rest. Not bad.
All right, Vinny,
Yeah?
initiative.
Oh, I should roll.
Okay, Vesmir,
7.
7. Talgar,
5.
5. Tyee.
Oh shit! What did I roll? Fuck, it
6.
was bad. 6.
6. Karl.
Yep.
I'm back, baby. 25.
25. Holy shit. And Vinny?
5.
5. Wow, yeah, 5, 6, 7, 25.
Well, Vesmir got a 5 too, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Talgar got a 5, but he's -2, so you'd be in front of him. So Talgar would be after Vinny.
Talgar has. How the hell is Talgar ahead in the tracking order then? He's in front of Vinny, evidently, according to D&D Beyond.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm dexterity 17, so.
Yeah, he's,
Yeah, his is like negative something, so I don't know why D&D Beyond the tracker puts you behind him.
He just hasn't calibrated it yet.
Also, a really quick mechanical question before we get too far in. So,
Huh?
Karl's got a longbow, does have a shield as an inventory. Is it a free action to swap or a bonus action to swap? Like, hypothetically, if he thinks he can shoot something and then he might take damage next round, he wants going to want to grab a shield. Like, what's the ruling on that?
Within a round or like between rounds? I would say that it's a free action to switch your weapon. So I wouldn't have an issue with you pulling out your shield and sword and putting your bow over your shoulder.
Yeah, that was more my thought is take your normal actions to shoot or hunter's mark, and then at the very end, your free actions swap your weapons, readying for the next round.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Okay, cool.
I mean, you're already doing it for like a rapier and a dagger coming out. Like nobody has you roll for the rapier, or wait for the next turn to pull the second weapon out. I assume your shield's in a place where it's ready to be swung back over because you're an experienced adventurer.
Sorry, I think I interrupted somebody.
Oh, I'm glad you said it, because I was going to ask the same, because I have my rapier, but I have some shield, so I can put it back.
Well, I mean, at the same time, like wizards are like digging around their component pouch and pulling out 3 things and casting a spell. I would think that you would be able to. Now, taking your armor off is a different subject.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Karl, you're up.
Let's see. Well, all right. So we're gonna move 1, 2, 3. We have. Whew, that's some orcs. Since there's a torch there, we're not in darkness anymore. So we're not all emo kid. All right. So I presume these are awake orcs that I see.
The ones closest to you are awake.
Yeah. The other one's going to be awake pretty soon, I'm sure. So, bonus action, Hunter's Mark on a warrior B is in Bravo. Check that off the thing. And then we're going to take 2 attacks on him. 16. And a nat 20. So did both hit or only one?
1 second, I was pulling something up on my side. All right, so what's the question?
I'm taking 2 attacks on Orc Warrior B. I have a 16 and a nat 20.
Both hit.
Both hit. All right, so that's going to be.
They're on the ground though.
They're prone.
Interesting.
So they're
Get your
you're
sleep
rolling
on.
So that
disadvantage ranged. I'm sorry.
Sorry, that's what I was asking. Was like if they were awake or if
They're awake. Those are the 2 that woke up, turned, saw that what was going on, but they're still laying on the ground.
Okay, so we'll carry on with disadvantage. So a 16 hits. That would be the disadvantage on shot number 1.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and roll shot number 2 now. I see.
Sorry to steal your natural 20.
No, that's fine. I misunderstood. So it looks like we're at a 13 on the second shot.
13 hits.
Really? Okay, so we got 2 hits. So we're going to do a 2d8 plus 3 plus 2d8, 1d6 plus 3. $14 damage. Plus
14 damage on A?
B, the closest one to me.
B. All right. He is
Uh,
not looking well.
no. Well, back in the hallway, like, would I physically be able to move past Tyee, or like I can't?
Yeah, you can move past Tyee. The way I picture it is it's a sidewalk. Like you can pass each other,
Okay.
but you can't really stand in the same square when the music stops.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, because I have the extra 10-foot movement on my first round, and then that is my round.
Yeah. That would make it my turn. Where the orcs now stand up. That's half their movement. This orc's gonna move to here. This orc is gonna move over to the corner. This orc is gonna get up and move forward. This orc will get up and take cover as well.
I do see the name, Old Yarrick.
Yes, he looks to be a little bit differently dressed as well. All right, that both of the guys that just moved over there in front of the hallway are going to throw javelins at Tyee. 17
Hits.
It does 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And the other one will throw his. We're going to do it this way. Rolls a 19.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And that is my stuff. Vesmir, you're up.
From where he is in the corridor, does he have a clear shot at either of the orcs?
They're behind a bunk bed, and there's some boxes in front of you here, so they would have partial cover.
Okay. He's going to. Can he hold a ray of frost? Or
Tyee would have had partial cover there too. So what's your AC, Tyee?
I have a 15.
Give back that 8 because you have partial cover as well.
Sounds good.
I'm not trying to pull dice, but like there's boxes in front of you. I'd put them over there to give them cover. It would make sense.
That's good.
Vesmir will hold a ray of frost as his action for a clearer shot, something that lines up with the corridor.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
Tyee, you're up. Talgar's on deck.
I'm gonna pull the javelin out of my leg and just kind of get a little angry. I'm gonna light up my robes. The form of the archer kind of shines in the constellations inscribed into my robes, and I'm gonna reach up into the sky, angry like. I'm gonna pull down the moonbeam.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna pull down right there.
Yeah, you don't get any more rest ever.
And then I'm gonna. What kind of cover do these guys have?
They have partial, which just
All right.
It's a +2 to their AC.
I'm gonna send one at Orc C, the archery bullet at Orc C.
Okay.
It is a 12 hit.
A 12 does not hit; it just misses.
Okay. And then I'm gonna be like my leg kind of hurts. I'm gonna kind of realize it amongst the chaos. I'm gonna move out of the way.
Okay, Talgar, you're up. Vinny, you're up. I'm sorry, Talgar, you're up. Vinny, you're on deck.
Okay, so
Simultaneous turns.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Which I found a rule set
25.
for.
30? Would he be in range of Orc Warrior B?
Orc Warrior B. Yeah, you would be able to see Orc Warrior B there. He's been holding an action, though, for Talgar or anybody really to step up into the doorway that's visible.
Yep.
And he is going to swing. +5. He gets an 11.
That's a miss.
Oh, that's so close.
Now you can take your action.
Okay, he's going to swing with his longsword And it's 15 plus 7 to hit.
Oh, plus 5 to hit, sorry. So 20.
20 definitely hits.
There's a 1d8. That is 11 points of damage back at Orc C.
B next to him.
B. Sorry, B.
B.
My bad.
He had 1 HP left after that initial attack, so he succumbs to Talgar's vicious blow.
Cool. That's the end of Talgar's turn. He's used up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, that's all his movement.
All right, Vinny, you are up. Karl, you're on deck.
All right. Well, I'm gonna come around the corner.
Yeah, it's too late now. All right.
Uh oh.
No, you're fine. I overlooked something I was gonna do, but it's fine.
And I'm gonna come up to the point, and I think that's my movement where I can see all three. Can I see all three?
You have to actually get out of the square he's in.
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can actually go one more square up.
Yeah, so you have 3 square options there to choose from.
No, get out of my way. Yeah, right about there.
Okay.
How many can I see?
You can see all 3.
Okay.
Again, 2 of them bathed in the moonlight do have partial cover, and so does the one there behind the box. But you do as well for being behind the boxes.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna pull out a feather and kind of wave it to the group, and I say, "Dishonor, dishonor to you, dishonor to you women, especially the one who wouldn't go out with me," and cast Bane in all 3. Charisma saving throw of 12.
3, 1, and 10.
Wow.
So nice. So they're baned. All
That's really gonna
attacks,
suck for.
all attacks and saving throws that they make must
Yeah.
roll a d4.
Oh
to
man, it's gonna suck in a minute.
and then I'm gonna
switching to my new gift dice.
and then I'm gonna hide as much as I can in behind these boxes.
Okay, so you cast Bane on him, and then what?
Bonus action hide behind these
Okay.
boxes.
Stealth check, please.
12. I'm gonna change this dice. This dice is horrible.
I went to the new Sanguine set or whatever.
Yeah, I tried the ice and it's giving me 2 1s and a 7, and like, okay, I'm going
Yeah.
something else.
It's kind of cool. You got 2 Frostmaiden sets. All right.
And that's the end of my turn.
Karl, you're up.
All right. Where we are, I don't imagine we're going to beat on much. And I guess, did we see Vinny? I guess we probably would have seen the weapons coming from the side there, swiping at our buddy.
Well, I'm also using feathers. So I kind of pointed at each one as part of the spell component. So
Right. Yeah, you know what? We're going to do it.
I mean, the
We're gonna
whole
walk-
room is bathed in moonlight right now.
that's a good.
Yeah,
point.
sorry. The moonlight lights it up pretty well. So it does
Yeah.
exude actual light.
Quite romantic.
Yes.
Would I be able to get, like, so you see where I'm holding my token here without taking an opportunity attack from the guy here, or would that
There is no
opportunity?
guy in the corner anymore. Talgar killed him.
Oh, I did not. I was totally paying attention, and I guess I didn't hear that part. All right, so we're gonna move. We will move into the corner.
Okay.
And that guy's probably got cover. Actually, I
They
think
both
they
have, all of them have cover.
That's like a plus. Is it?
So
It's a
plus 2
2.
to their AC.
All right. Well, so the guy in the corner died. So first things first. Bonus action. We're going to move our Hunter's Mark to Work Warrior A, which is next to us, behind the crate, and we're going to fire at him.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. 24.
Yeah.
Does a 24 hit?
We're going to turn you into Zanzi. You just wait.
Alright.
It's a 7 plus my 279. 9 points of damage total to him.
9
And then
points of
that'll-
damage to Orc A.
Orc A, yep, then that's my turn.
Cool. All right, so what check am I making, Ty?
It is a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. So
Don't forget they have Bane.
just minus a 1d4.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, why don't you roll that 1d4, sir?
Do you want Vinny to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, -4 to your Constitution saving roll.
Okay, so I rolled an 11, so the York fails.
Okay.
Do I roll each time?
Do you want me to roll individually, or do you want me to roll for both of them? I'm
No,
just-
and once for your moonbeam.
All right.
Okay, you have to roll another 1d4.
Okay. The next one is a -4.
So that takes it down to a 16.
All right. So that one saves. So the first one takes 11 points of damage. The next one takes half of 11, so that's fine.
Half of 11?
Half of 11. Yep.
5. Okay.
Which one was which?
Okay. I'm sorry, what?
Which one was which? Out of curiosity, would I know?
Yeah, the larger, well-built, better built orc looks to be the leader of some type.
He took 11.
He took 11. Sorry.
Okay,
yes.
cool. Cool. Thank you.
Juggling things, and I just realized that I had his AC wrong, but it doesn't matter because
Yep.
moonbeams don't give no fucks.
They don't. They do not. It does not matter. No.
Okay, my box boy is going to throw a javelin at the archer standing on boxes. And I rolled a natural fucking 1. Okay.
Damn straight you did. D&D Beyond owes me.
Gee.
They're going to leave this horrible light. This guy's going to roll over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna rush this way.
As he's rushing out in line with the corridor, would Vesmir get to release his Ray of Frost?
He would.
That is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
1 point of frost damage.
Okay. He can't get to there. So he'll take the dodge. Both of them will take the dodge action. And that takes up to Vesmir's turn. Tyee, you're on deck.
What happened to Orc Warrior A?
He threw a Orc Warrior Way got chopped up by Talgar.
A?
No, B did.
Yeah.
A shot a javelin at Karl and rolled a natural 1.
Okay. So my bad.
It's all good.
Vesmir will...
And A should be looking pretty bad, right?
A is gone.
B is gone.
No, I'm sorry. B is gone.
Yeah.
I keep thinking A was over there. No, A is looking fucking horrible.
So Vesmir moves up, and he will cast Magnify Gravity at the one at the back,
Okay.
which will give him about there. You wouldn't be able to see into the room, but it would give him a 2-tile radius. Cool. So that's a Constitution con save of DC 14.
DC 14 con save.
Yep.
Minus D4.
Roll your d4.
All right. Let's see if this keeps up. Oh, -1.
So that is a 19 minus 1. That's an 18.
So that's a save, so he takes half
The-
damage.
Okay. And then the other one,
Roll again.
yeah, it'll be a 16 minus whatever, minus 2, so it's a 14.
DC's 14, so that's a save.
Oh.
Okay. So they both save.
And the third one gets it as well.
Shit, he does. 15 minus, or no, sorry, 18 minus whatever,
16.
so 16. So all 3 save.
Cool. They all take 10 points of damage half, so they take 5 points of damage each.
5 points. 5 points. 5 points. They are all still on their feet. The big one in the back doesn't look that phased by this whole ordeal, but the other two look like they're on death's door. Anything else?
Work.
That concludes Vesmir's turn.
Tyee is done. Yeah, he's considerably larger. He's wearing heavier armor.
Okay, my turn.
It is.
All right, I'm gonna
Talgar's on deck.
move around the corner. I'm gonna spot big old orc friend in the back there. I'm gonna move my moonbeam on him to be
Drag the
There.
hurt light across the room.
yeah, and then I'm gonna launch an archery bolt at our friend here, Bolter C.
You ever use a magnifying glass to kill ants? That's what Tye's
That's
doing.
a
Totally.
that's
Does this spell have any fucking like? You can't even see the moon. You're under a fucking in a dwarven fortress.
that's a nat 20. I don't have to see the moon. That's not actually a condition. So it's 11
It's
damage.
not. I have to see the sky for my freaking lightning bolts.
So here's a cool little lore thing about the circle of druids. They actually have a map that they carry with them that they use as a focus. And my crystal that I carry on my wrist is my map.
Okay, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking sick. And the map with the crystal can give out a little bit of moonlight itself. Nothing that's
Oh, wow.
mechanical, but it's just flavor.
Yeah,
It's
but
cool.
flavor,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so the moonbeam's on them. Great.
And then 11 points to C.
11 points to C, which is enough to destroy him.
And very satisfied with how that all went. I'm gonna move back.
Okay. And that would make it Talgar's turn, followed by Vinny.
Okay, so Talgar, knowing how dangerous the moonbeam is, where's the moonbeam exactly?
Between him and the big guy, so it's hard to get to the big guy without running into it.
Yeah, you should not approach that on foot
Right there. or-
right now. Yeah, that would here. Sorry, let me draw it again. I hate how these aren't permanent.
Dude, I've been on baggers about that for a little while. He
Yeah,
says he knows.
They're right here. It's right where
You could probably
my
skirt
rules-
around it.
Cool. So you could move to here and take a swing on A.
Okay.
And that is, oh yay, 24 to hit.
24 hits. Don't need to roll damage. How do you want to do it?
He just drives his sword through and pushes the orc all the way up against the wall, moving with him and the blade, and then slides it out of his chest and turns around to face the BBEG.
Old Yarg screams with rage and is now locked eyes with Talgar over here.
And that's his
Anything else?
turn.
All right, Vinny, you're up. Karl, you're on deck.
I just point to him and say, "Hey, this is what you get for messing with the people down there." And I cast Vicious Mockery. Wisdom saving throw of 12.
Old Yorick. Wisdom. He rolls a 10.
So not only is he Bane, he has disadvantage on next attack, and he takes only 1 point of psychic damage.
1 point of psychic damage it is.
And go back to hiding behind these boxes.
Okay. Karl, you're up.
All right. Bonus action movement Hunter's Mark on our old Yarick there, seeing as him. The other orc is dead.
Vinny is still check as well. The other orc is
Orc
dead.
A? Okay.
It's basically just old Yorick now.
9
Right
stealth.
on.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. And we are rolling a shot. It is a 19.
19's gonna hit.
Well, you said he took the dodge action, so that should be at a
Oh,
disadvantage.
it's at disadvantage, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, so I rolled an 8 on the damage. So if this other one hits, that'll be my damage roll. It is 18.
18 hits just.
Oh, okay. So we got 8 damage there plus the Hunter's Mark for 11 damage.
All right.
And then that it.
He's starting to look kind of rugged. All right, is that your turn?
You know what? We're going to take some movement and just move back in the hallway a little, and then we're good. Now we're done.
All right. Constitution saving throw for Tyee's moonbeam ridiculousness.
And
Yeah, I know. It's 17 minus whatever.
1, so
Vinny.
16.
16?
save then.
All right, so give me my half damage.
Takes 5 damage.
Takes 5 damage.
A half from 10.
He's looking very, very beat up, but quite angry and wanting revenge. +6. Okay. He is going to roar from the pain of the radiant moonbeam. Where did Karl? Okay. He's going to charge and just throw himself up here. And try to wedge himself there, next to Vinny and within range of Karl. And swing once with the great axe to Vinny, once with the great axe to Karl.
Sounds about right.
17 minus the Bane.
He also rolls disadvantage because of Vicious Mockery.
To you and I, or just you?
I think
So
just
7
the next attack.
Next attack.
17. 16.
Yeah, that barely misses.
Oh, shit. All right. And then the one to Karl.
This is where it's a nat 20.
Is a 14.
It misses.
I have a
-1.
disadvantage.
Okay.
Disadvantage, and I roll a natural 1 on the second roll. So, he misses completely with his great axe.
Well, it's not disadvantage on all attacks. It's just the next attack roll, which was against me. So only 1 disadvantage.
Yeah, the first one would have missed anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Karl's got a 15 AC, so.
Oh, then yeah, that would have sucked. All right, well that sucks for him. There's no other orcs. Vesmir, you're up. Tyee, you're on deck.
Vesmir will shoot a ray of frost down the corridor again, and that is 16 to hit.
16 misses.
Goes wide. Vesmir just feeling the tension, just backs it up a good 15 feet. And that's his. Excuse me, that's his turn.
Okay, Tyee, you're up. Talgar's on deck.
I am gonna move the corridor, see what I'm doing. I'm gonna move my moonbeam, move my camera so I can actually do this shit.
So he's right on the edge, but not hitting either of us.
Right. There.
Okay.
Well, just for sorry Ty, just for a little bit of flavor, you'd only be moving it to where you could see it, like you wouldn't know what's around that corner either.
Yeah, I would just be sending it where I'm focused. And once I've done that, I'm gonna send an archery.
Yeah, I see what you're trying to achieve.
11.
11 misses.
And I'm gonna just move my body back behind the guy right here.
Talgar is up. Vinny's on deck.
Talgar moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He dances his way around the moonbeam, running up onto the boxes as you hear this heavy clang of armor as he just drives his longsword down. And he rolls an 18 to hit.
An 18 hits, meets beats.
And that is 14 points of slashing damage.
How do you want to do it?
He just, jumping off these boxes, dives his longsword straight through his chest and pins him to the wall below him.
Okay, you have defeated Old Yark.
Vinny's got front row seats on this.
Yes, he grunts his dying grunts. An orc tries to spit at you through his tusks, but fades and stops moving.
Algar's been on point this round.
He should be AFK more often.
Aw.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Let's see here. One second. All right, so what would you like to do?
Oh.
Check the corpses.
And cut off the hands. I need my hands.
4 additional hands to take.
I will add them to my inventory.
I would like to suggest that maybe this one, who seems to be somewhat of importance, maybe it might be worth some more gold, knowing that we took care of a leader, so to speak.
So you find on the orcs tattered great swords. One second.
Look at Vesmir. Do you want to take his head as well?
I mean, this seems like a logical thing to do.
You find tucked in the belt of one of the orcs 4 blue wax sticks and a seal from a lesser house.
Who finds that, Vinny?
On one, I'm just listing off what you said that y'all were searching the bodies and cutting hands off.
I mean, Karl's
Yep.
folks in the hands. You guys can.
Let's see here. Yeah, I have problems here. You find 50 feet of rope. You find a grappling hook. You find another dented lantern. You find a small satchel tucked into the belt of one of them that has a malachite and a rather odd-looking piece of coral. A set of thieves' tools and some iron spikes. On the big guy, you find one second. On your arc, tucked into his belt, is a small red potion. That looks to be very much like a potion of healing.
Oh.
While y'all are poking... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, is anything else?
Yeah, while you're poking around the rest of the room, you would all have a high enough passive perception to notice under some loose stone, as if somebody was trying to conceal something very poorly. You see kind of a leather sack sticking out from some of the stone. And upon opening it, you find 250 silver pieces and 40 gold pieces.
I'm listening at the far end to see if there's any other orcish sounds coming from further in.
None that you hear. There's a set of doors there, but you don't hear any orcish noises coming from the other side. What would the party like to do?
So as far
Very good job, everybody. Very nice.
so that's all the exploration in this room. We wouldn't find anything else.
There's nothing else to find in this room.
Look at those comfy beds. Don't those look comfy?
Gosh, well, I suppose if you're an orc.
They're
Not a
not really my cup of tea.
Don't know what's behind those doors. You don't want to go sleep in if they're going to barge in and kill you.
Wait, what the fuck? Hold on.
That's why we set up watches at night.
Oh, there is one other thing. I'm sorry. On old Yark's body, he has... Oh my god. Why is it not here? Okay. There is a brass key on a leather thong around his neck. Sorry, it was like the last sentence on here.
You said a leather thong?
Yeah, just like a leather strip.
It's a thong. This looks like it might help later somewhere down the track. And Vesmir grabs the key.
Oh, and so it's clear, I didn't explicitly say it, but I would have also used my short sword to get the head of old Yark, just in case if he's a
All
special kind of orc.
You get just a sack full of fun.
Before it gets stowed into Kalbren's backpack, Vesmir does prestidigitation as best he can to make sure not bleeding profusely
Gotcha.
and dripping.
Appreciate it.
I mean, you get a sack full of hands and heads now. I mean, prestidigitation can only do so much.
Gonna need a new backpack.
Gonna need a new backpack. Well, I mean,
No,
you don't have
not the
to
first time it's been bloodied.
As well, we should check these doors, yes.
All right. Are the doors locked, or I guess that's the first thing is see if they are locked. Probably not.
They do not appear to be locked.
I'll motion for our beefy fellow Talgar to come up. Actually, I guess I could move him myself. Or we all could try to move him.
Um, I would suggest maybe Tyee, if you could perhaps listen on the other side of the door if we are walking into any more trouble.
I didn't
What?
hear anything. I was listening.
Radar, get up here.
Oh yes, I would have heard it from here.
Well, since we can make Talgar do it, we're gonna have I think Talgar opening the door sounds like a much better idea.
Talgar would do it. So obviously we don't hear anything on the other side of the door. Is that correct?
I didn't.
He would still cautiously open the door and peer through instead of just barging it open.
Well, this is Talespire. It's only barge. Kick open the doors.
Oh god.
So as you hold on. So at the end of this passage, right next to you there, to the north, I believe, at the end of the passage stands a statue of a fierce-looking dwarf in heavy mail armor. Stone warrior holds a sword in one hand and a smith's hammer in the other. The statue is about 7 feet tall and stands on a large stone pedestal. Other than that, it peer around out there. So are you guys moving forward?
Yes.
Okay. So suddenly, as you step out, you feel a small click under the floor beneath your feet. The statue's bearded face slides open like an oversized nutcracker, and a greenish gas billows out. I need both of you to make saves.
What sort of
Which
save?
one?
It'll be a whoever stepped out into the hallway with him, which looks like Talgar and.
Yeah, well, what sort of save? Constitution, dexterity,
Oh,
wisdom?
I'm sorry. It's a Constitution save, DC 12.
16. Oh, 18. Excuse me.
Okay.
Natural 19 plus.
You withstand. You feel a little nauseous and dizzy for a second, but as the gas dissipates, you kind of shake it off, and it doesn't seem to have any effect on you.
Oh, Talgar, that is disgusting. You must warn me the next time you do that.
Hey, it wasn't me.
Leave it up to an orc to leave a trap in their own hallway.
We should probably be careful.
All right, I'll take point and start being a little more diligent for traps.
Okay, so as you turn the corner here, you see a stone platform leads up steps up to a heavy set of doors. Further down the hallway here, let's see that it kind of continues down to another set of double doors.
Can I discern if the door to my right is used much at all? Like, is there evidence of it, like, scuff marks in the stone, or is there dust
Oh yeah,
gathered?
yeah. There's definitely stiff marks in there, and there's footprints that come in and out. It definitely looks used.
I'm going to take a moment to really listen to our surroundings.
The doors themselves are a large iron-bound door. There's 2 ornate clusters of bleached skulls hanging from chains attached to heavy iron rings set in stone on either side of the door.
Okay, is there anything to hear?
Oh, with your perception, you hear the jingling of chains, a couple snarls.
Am I able to kind of figure out from where that comes from?
Through the door. The
The one to the right, one
yeah,
to the south here. Okay.
yeah. They sound like dogs or wolves or something. Just quite vicious.
Got it. Got it. Gentlemen, there seems to be some kind of animal through those doors. It sounds like maybe chains and like some snarls.
Maybe
It's hard
something is
to
being
tell.
held.
Yes, it seems like something might most definitely be being held there.
Either way, they probably don't know we're here.
They might not. I think we could. I think we're about to say the same thing. I think we might be able to pass by quickly and see what's down the hallway.
I'm game.
Yes, I'm following your lead.
Down we go, continuing to keep as close as sharp an eye as we can on
Okay, so we're passing this door.
passing the store for now. Yeah.
All right. So there's a large
Oops.
archway there.
Oops.
Oop. So there's a large door that leads into through this kind of like doorway. You can see an archway. It looks to be some type of armory.
Any sounds or anything?
Nope.
Okay. Looks like an armory of some sort. Maybe the dwarves left us something. Who knows?
We could only dream. I
Can I-
whisper very quietly.
Can't tell if there's any tracks in the stone past the double doors down in this area, or is it?
Yeah,
hard to
you've
tell?
come to kind of know what an orc footprint looks like, and you see quite a few tracks of orcs moving in and out of the armory here.
All right. Let's go scope out the armory.
Yeah, so the archways on both ends of this room are damaged, where their iron gates look to have been ripped off. Roughly square chamber between them is made up of 2 floors filled with empty weapon racks and shelves for bearing armor. There are some scraps here and there. It looks like the orcs have either cleaned them out or have been using these weapons. Sorry, I'm just double checking something.
Are there any like bolts, like crossbow bolts, lying around?
Give me just a moment. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm back. You could scavenge around to see if you can find some bolts.
Yeah.
Roll a d20 perception or investigation, one of the two.
Perception or investigation? Well, I'm going to be real. I'll probably be investigating, even though it's a lower roll.
Okay.
Yeah, 8.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't come across any bolts. All right. So, what would the party like to do?
Well, I think we go into the armory and just check it out.
Okay.
What you guys think? This is, I mean, we know we are looking for something of these sorts, or perhaps there's a clue.
Seems to be nobody here. Might as well. Risk is low.
I said the risk is low for now, yes.
I would suggest, considering we found that secret passageway undisturbed, potentially there is more like them in here.
There's always a chance. Always a chance. There's Kalbren after you, young man.
So we're going to go deeper into the armory.
Okay. Yeah, you can explore through the armory. It is, like I said, it is a few orc weapons here and there, some shittily dented, rusted armor. There's not really much of anything of value in here. It does look like the room was originally built to have quite valuable armor, weapon stashes, things to defend this stronghold. Unfortunately, it looks like anything of value was removed long ago.
And this void I'm staring into. What am I seeing here?
The void that you're staring into. Oh, that because we haven't moved into the next room. I didn't. The other party's starting to lag behind a little bit back there.
Oh, okay.
So, passageway seems to jut off into several directions.
All right, well, coming to the fork here, I'm going to try to figure out if we hear anything substantially different between each of the paths.
So,
Okay, I'll step up.
hold on, give me just 1 second.
We got to bring our radar hacks.
Yeah, so, I'm sorry, which direction are we going?
I would like a directional scan of these. Let's go with the eastern passage.
Beep, 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 beep.
So my
All right.
probes are out.
Yeah, so, is that the direction y'all are heading?
Perceiving.
Yeah, perceiving, yeah.
It's killing me. Alright. So, haphazard stacks of crates, barrels, sacks, bundles crowd this long cavern. To the north, and where you're standing, an open archway kind of leads to the armory behind you. A narrow opening leads south, and in the southwest or southeast corner is an old well full of green-tinged water. The cavern is full of plunder. It appears to be from whatever the orcs have been able to get their hands on. This is where they seem to have been collecting and putting it.
Oh, it's very interesting, gentlemen. We should look at this and see if there is anything that we might be able to utilize.
Maybe some dwarf stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Kalbren, would you mind leading the way?
And continuing to inspect or keeping as close an eye on potential traps as we go along.
Perhaps if there seems to be food supplies, there would be more reward for rescuing this for the village.
Yeah, I mean, you find all kinds of stuff, like stuff from random caravans that have been raided, farms, cheeses, bugs, old moldy bread, apples that are going rotten. I mean, it's just like this is where they've been stacking all of this stuff. You would imagine if you had a wagon and the ability to haul all this out of here, you're probably looking at maybe 50, 60 gold. Orcs don't seem to have an eye for ultra valuables. They just kind of smash and grab. Quantity over quality.
I'd like to take a real good look at this statue you've got here in the corner by the well.
What statue? There is no statue.
This little bird thing is
No.
right here. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's just there for flavor. There's no
Okay.
actual.
Oh, okay, cool.
The well itself is basically the thing.
I see.
Well, let's take a look at the well.
Are there walls around the well, or these passages continue?
Passages do continue.
Okay.
The passage. Oh, hold on. Let me flip some more of the map now that y'all are down here. I'll go for it, please, soon.
Yeah, this dungeon is huge, man. I'm loving this, by the way.
Peter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you should be there. You should be able to see back that way. All right, so the passage leading east is blocked by about 10 feet high and tightly packed crates and sacks of flour. You can see that there's like a gate or something buried in the back behind all of this stuff. About 20 feet worth of stuff just kind of stacked high.
There's a lot of stuff back there, gentlemen.
Yes, I feel that we should explore this later. Make sure that any orc presence is dealt with first.
Oh yes, I think you are correct. This well, this green water. Are we talking like, is this sea water, or is this just like really shitty water?
It's murky, shitty, stagnant water.
Does it seem poisoned, or is it just old, stagnant bog water?
It doesn't seem poisoned. It just seems old, stagnant.
Oh, okay.
Cave water.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Very much the same color that some of the jugs you saw up front were full of.
Oh, okay. Anything notable otherwise about this?
No. Orcs seem to just do that.
Kind of nudge Kalbren. Kalb, this way. Talgar, the way Talgar's going.
I'm thirsty. I'm gonna go for a drink.
As you do kind of move past some of this little large gear, you do see a couple stones that are discolored and looks like they've just kind of been shoved into the wall. It's only requires a DC 10, so everybody in the party can see this.
Where do I see them at?
Just in this wall that you're passing by.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd like to.
I would say I was with Vinny drinking the green water.
I'd like to look at those stones that have been shoved in there, I suppose.
So as you kind of move some of these away, you find a small strong box. Kind of shoved in here, and then stones put in front of it. It is locked. But as you pull it out, you can hear coins shift around and something else heavy.
You kind of hand it over to Kalbren and say, "You know how to do this, yes?"
I've been known to make my way into things that don't want their way being made into.
Oh, come on, you're the rubbish type. Open the damn thing.
Hey, hey guys, didn't we pick up a key from the big guy?
Oh, Vincent, you are a genius, yes.
I will try the key.
Hold on a second. This doesn't. Okay. The key does not fit.
All right, Karl will set the box on the ground and rummage through his backpack between all the hands and the heads and pull out his thieves' tools and see if he can pick the lock.
Archer guide you.
Excellent.
Check.
Sleight of hand check with guidance. Good
Well,
thing.
it's not real guidance. He just says it because figures that's what you're supposed to do. He can't do guidance.
Oh, okay. Well,
well, Vincent, that's a very good try, but let me show you how it actually works. May the archer guide you, Cal.
Okay.
Roll your guidance.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to roll it?
Well, no, him. If somebody roll the guidance for it, I don't care really who.
I did. 18 total for the sleight of hand.
Okay. So you click, the box opens. And inside you find a flask with some religious iconery on it. That's filled with a clear liquid. 180 gold pieces. And a metal key that looks to be dwarven. It just has some symbology on it. Just put some way to denote this key from the other key that you found.
Yep, brass key and a dwarvish key.
Yeah, there we go.
Brass and a dwemer key.
Yeah, just need flavor to differentiate the two.
Well, that's something.
Oh, this is very good. This is very good. And what's around this corner here, I suppose?
You tell me.
Yeah, you tell me.
Twisty turny.
feel like this is a latrine.
I want to really look at these manacles, these shackles that are here. Is there anything to them? Just recall hearing about chains in another corridor. earlier.
You can see that they look to have been used recently. They're smaller than orc wrists.
They're smaller than orc wrists. Oh, terrible. Okay.
The passage that kind of leads off down that direction looks to end in a dead end. They've been using it to just kind of store some stuff here. Just random piles of stuff, barrels and so forth.
All right, it's nothing down this way.
Does there seem to be any sort of passageway through here?
You know, I don't know if I noticed anything. Let me take a look.
I'd like to assist.
Okay, are you gonna actually go in there and kind of look around for stuff?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of peek.
Okay. So if you move in and you notice that the very end of the corridor looks to have kind of a natural rock overhang that looks to have been worked very cleverly into the wall. But it does look like it may be a door or access to something.
Okay.
Back corner, the very back southeast corner.
Like right there.
One over.
Right there. I don't know if I can get there.
Oh, these are double walls too. Oh, we're gonna do that.
I can see your hole. I kind of get your intent now. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna take that one out.
Okay. So I'm looking at this, and what exactly am I seeing again? Would you mind describing it?
Sure. I'm just trying to work all my buttons.
It's all right.
It's just cleverly constructed to blend into the natural rock of a cave. Kind of poking around here, you appear to have discovered a door.
Okay. The door. Is this a wooden door, stone door?
It's a stone door, but it's on like kind of modern hinges and stuff like.
And looking at the ground, used recently. Used frequently, rather, or even recently, I suppose too.
Roll me a survival check to try to find any tracks.
Okay. It's a natural 1.
Do not see any.
Okay. Okay. How about a key, a port or a keyhole?
There is no keyhole.
There is no keyhole. All right. Karl, can you check this thing out? Is this thing safe? Should I be fucking with this? Oh, excuse my language.
All right, I'll come up and inspect it to see if it looks to be trapped or otherwise dangerous.
Perception.
$18.
Does not appear to be trapped.
Can I try to open the door?
Please be my guest.
Open it. Yeah, I'll try to open the door.
Sorry, I'm trying to open things. Oh, wrong button. The secret door pivots to open and reveal a chamber of finished stonework. The room is cluttered with crude furnishings.
As they say, seek and ye shall find.
Oh, yes, indeed. It's very good saying. And is there anything significant about this room? You said crude furnishings. I mean,
Yeah, this is just the passageway to the other side. Just go to the other door.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna
Yep.
actually open that other door.
The door?
Yeah. There we go.
I oddly enough still see a wall, but I think I can just like.
No, back up.
Oh, okay. Back up. Where am I? There I am.
Yeah, okay. Now we can get through.
There we go.
Hide volumes are a tricky business. So yeah, the room is cluttered with crude furnishings, and the air is hazy with smoke from a cooking fire. Several clusters of dozens of bleached white skulls bound together are suspended from the ceiling by hanging chains. An orc in ragged black robe looks up from her work. Her face twists in an expression of rage. Creatures. And let me reveal.
Well, immediately seeing a okay.
This is probably a good place for us to pause for the session, and we will pick up this next week.
Hey, you want to go out with me?
Jesus Christ, Vinny.